Oh, whoops, you could hear that. That was Moon Vision by Chris Haugen on the audio library for YouTube. YouTube Studio Audio Library that does not have any ads. And you gotta agree to the terms and conditions, which may apply. Unless you press got it, and then you don't have to. Hello, Mitzen. Hello, the spine. Holy shit. Do you know tomorrow's a holiday? Tomorrow, God died or whatever? Or he's back? Both? Who knows, right? Who knows? So today we're gonna do a bit of a React court. And we're doing a weird Radiocaster voice because I've run out of ideas of what to do. Also, because we did a Am I the Asshole yesterday and I had fun with it, so you know what? We're just gonna write that. I think he dies tomorrow and comes back Sunday. Well, that's a good weekend for me. That's a good weekend for me. Die on a Friday night, you come back on a Sunday morn. Actually, yeah, that's like a night of heavy drinking on Friday. That'll do it to you. So fricked up that Good Friday is Evil Friday to me? Oh, shit. All right. We're back with some more Chatters Court. It's gonna be metal, mate. Am I the asshole for embarrassing my BF by calling his mom a stranger when he tried to hug me at his birthday dinner? Okay, it says that it's the link is purple, but I did not nurple it. I did not click it. I did not click it. I just I had to test some things before. So I don't this is all new to me. This is all new to me. No, I didn't pre-read it. I didn't pre-record my reactions, okay? Some classic MIL shenanigans. See, I just read that in chat. That's how you know that this is live. I have a newspaper from let me pull up CNN. Is CNN a newspaper? No, it's not, right? The Toronto Sun. No, wait, why the Toronto Sun? The Toronto Star. A real news outlet. Here we go. The headline today. Get our free morning newsletter. Enter email address. So you know that this is real. This is live. All right. I, 19F, have been dating my boyfriend, 21M. Problematic age gap. Problematic age gap, isn't it? No, I'm joking. Already I'm getting derailed. But have you noticed that Reddit has like literally they have two states about them? It's either everything's a problematic age gap or nothing is. Hey Chili, how's it going? It's like, so if somebody is like 18 dating like a 25-year-old, half the people are like, that's really problematic. You probably shouldn't be doing that. And the other half of the people are like, you know what? Actually, you're an adult. You can make your own decisions. And yeah, 21-19 split is fine. No, for sure it is. But I think that some people on Reddit might still say problematic age gap. We're inventing people now? Yeah, why not? Who cares? Yeah, 2 years is normal. Really? A 2-year-old dating a 4-year-old? You wouldn't think that's a bit. You can't get any other 4-year-olds? Something. She's just toddling. He can already walk. Actually, I don't know when kids are able to walk. Like I don't really interact with kids because none of my friends have kids yet. But I'm pretty sure what they will be. The kid will be like 2 years old. I'm like, wow, they're just learning to walk. Like they've been walking for like a year and a half now. Like, oh, okay. Aren't you like 40? Yeah, but my swimmers, they're not good at swimming. No, that's just me actually. I'm just not good at swimming. You have friends that are gonna have kids. I think, yeah, I have several friends that say they want to have kids. So, some of them are recently married. So, yeah. But you're telling me you're not real life friends with Ryan Gary Letourneau? I don't know that guy. I think is that the guy who the teacher who dated their student? Is that what? Because I don't really want to be friends with something like that. That's a problematic age gap. Unless you're like a TA, maybe. Wait, but that means my man. Hey, Dora. I was gonna say Dora, but then I switched last second, and then they went. Anyway, what do we? Oh yeah, we were on the first sentence. Well, actually, almost. We almost finished the first sentence. For almost a year now. He's sweet and kind, but there's always been some weird tension around his mom. He always says she's just protective, but honestly, she's cold to me. She never remembers my name, calls me the little girlfriend, and once asked if I was still in high school. I'm not, and she knows I'm not. Yeah, that's really funny. Just always asking if somebody's still in high school. This weekend was his birthday, and I was invited to a family dinner at a nice restaurant. Oh, so it's not even like 2 years. It could just be 1 year. It was the first time I'd seen most of his extended family. Wait, when it's like between like 1 year, right? It's like what it's called like a September or a January September. What? There's a term for that, right? January September relationship. Floyd Mayweather. I don't know why that would be the term. It was the first time I'd see most of his extended family. When we got there, his mom walked straight up to me with her arms out and said, "Come here, sweetheart, give mama a hug." It looked like she wanted to look like a sweet person in front of everyone. At least that's what I think now. I kind of froze. We've never hugged before. She usually avoids making eye contact. I don't know what to do, so I awkwardly stepped back and said, "Sorry, I don't really hug strangers." What the hell? What the hell? That's an overreaction, right? I'm gonna get a vibe check. That's insane behavior. Everyone at the table went dead silent. She looked stunned. My boyfriend looked furious. Like Mad Max. Actually, wait, who's Mad Max? Is Max mad? I thought he's just Australian. I sat down, tried to move past it, but the whole dinner was icy. And the way home, my boyfriend yelled at me and said I humiliated his mom on his birthday. Kind of true, yeah. He said I should have just went along with it to be polite. Yeah, I feel like I was just being honest. What do you mean being honest? Just put the hug in the mom, little girlfriend. You're the asshole. Hey, Quest. Just put. Oh, you said on the mom. Put the hug in the mom sounds funnier to me. Or maybe it's equally as funny. Said I should have just gone along with it to be polite. Yeah, yeah, okay. Maybe there is a problematic age gap, but it's like a mental age thing and not like a physical age thing. But how do I now? I feel terrible and like I ruined everything. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, yeah, you're the asshole. Why try to enable this shit? We'll see. We'll see. My most dad says the mom come here, give mom a hug. OP, oh my gosh, our first hug ever. How sweet. Please don't talk like that. A little dig, a little rib, subtle enough that maybe not everybody would notice that she gets the message and seen. Come, you don't really like. This is what Reddit does. This is what Reddit. Every experience, every encounter is a turn to get one over. Every life encounter is not about winning. You don't win a social experience, right? Like it's not a zero-sum game. And Reddit loves to do this thing where you always have to get one over. And it's a very like insipid psychology, right? Because it's easy to buy into something like that because you kind of it kind of makes life a bit simpler. And life is complicated. And just like, you know, getting into like a psychology that you have to win every social encounter, it becomes very, it works for a little bit and then it becomes very nauseating because people don't really want to hang out with you because you keep trying to win at having fun or, you know, like socializing. It doesn't work like that. So no, she's 19, stuff like this comes with experience, but it's damn good advice. No, Catty 8303. This stuff comes from lack of experience. You joined 16 years ago. You are a Redditor. You need to go touch grass. Every life encounter is about surviving, so you should always do the easiest thing. No, but then sometimes you have to build up. You know, you gotta think about the whole deck. What game is this? Hello, PMM. This is Reddit. It's a pretty fun game. It's free to play. The only thing it'll cost you is your time. Um. Okay. Yeah, Katie. I mean, okay. You're going. This is the way, OP. Look, you're young. You need to refine your strategic approach. See what I mean? Life isn't a grand strategy game, okay? Doesn't matter how many hours you have in Anno 1504. It's not. It's not. My mom says I'm not allowed on Reddit. I think you should listen to your mom. This relationship is over. Now you have to decide how long you want to suffer before ending it. Okay. Definitely not the asshole. No, you're the asshole. I think a big thing is that she played you like a chessboard. I'm crashing out, man. I'm fucking crashing out. This is the first one. This is the first one. TLDR in the post? Yeah. Literally on her boyfriend's birthday, the mom asks for a hug and she says, I don't hug strangers. And everything else does not really matter. Okay? They had a rocky relationship before. She's kind of cold to her. Whatever. That's not really the point. On her boyfriend's birthday dinner with the whole extended family, she said that she doesn't hug strangers in reference to his mom. So, yeah. Honestly, if she's been cold and dismissive to you, I get why you'd be caught off guard. But yeah, maybe not the best way to express it. Could have just said, I'm not really a hug person or something less harsh. There you go. But you're definitely not. Well, here, wait, let me. There we go. Oh, Charlotte Star. But everyone sucks here. Yeah, thank you, Charlotte. Thank you. Very good. Very good. So that just happened. So she's the asshole. I kind of think that everybody's the. I mean, mom obviously sucks. But like, just play nice in front of, your fucking boyfriend's extended family for one dinner. For one dinner. Am I the asshole for demanding to go through my brother-in-law and his GF's bags if they are staying with us? Family dynamics are so funny, man. Because you're like, it's totally normal behavior for me to go through all your belongings. This is my house! And if you're gonna stay here, we're gonna have to go through all your fucking bags. My mom needs hugs from my GF every half hour or she'll die, not the asshole. Your mom, your rules. I was gonna say your GF, your rules, but I'm a bit progressive like that, and I wouldn't say that. Background. Of course there's a background. I have a pretty severe dairy allergy. I break out in hives, struggle to breathe, and have to carry 2 EpiPens with me everywhere. 2? Why 2? Can somebody explain to me? Why 2? Because I have to have an EpiPen. I don't have one because it costs way too much. And you gotta like refresh them every year. But 2? Like, in case the first one fucks up, sometimes you need 2 times the adrenaline. I don't know if that's true. Like, it either works or it doesn't, right? A minimum of 5 butt plugs required to live in my house. Not the asshole. Well, I mean, maybe in the asshole, but your house, your rules. Staying prepared for the worst case scenario, I guess, makes sense to me. But I mean, like, the EpiPen is the preparation, right? The EpiPen is the preparation. You got 2 legs this side, might as well. Okay, we're moving on from the 2 EpiPens thing. Even though I still think it's weird. Just sounds like embellishing. My in-laws know this and have been extremely accommodating since my fiancée and I started dating 5 years ago. Whoa, you're supposed to date and then become fiancés. Just a little married man humor. When we moved in together 2 years ago, we set strict rules for our home because of my allergies. The big one is that no one is allowed to bring anything that contains dairy into our house ever, no matter what. You say they're strict rules, but they just feel like normal rules. Like, it's not like you do like a ocular pat down anytime it comes in, right? Anyway, on the current story, my brother-in-law started dating his girlfriend a year and a half ago. They came to visit us together for the first time a year ago. My fiance made sure my brother-in-law explained my allergy to his girlfriend and our no dairy rule. 2 days into their stay, she brought dairy products and cooked lunch for herself when we weren't home. I ended up in the ER because of cross-contamination. Okay, that sucks. Pure and simple, that sucks. She apologized and explained she hadn't understood how serious my allergy was. This happened in an episode of Freaks and Geeks, and I learned all my life lessons from television, so I know that you should trust people based on their allergies. Alright, we don't need to talk about preparation H on the whole right now. I would never marry this person. I need cheese. Cultivate your own. It's cheaper and tastier. And you already got a perfect growing vessel on your body. We managed to put the situation behind us since both my fiance and I currently have and want to keep a good relation with my brother-in-law. Okay, an adult way of dealing with this too. Good. The 2 of them came for a second visit 9 months ago. We had a video call with brother-in-law and his girlfriend before the trip to make sure she understood the severity of my allergy and how serious we are about the no dairy rule. During the second trip, I was taking out the trash and I found candy bar wrappers with an empty milkshake container in the guest room trash. Even after she saw how serious my allergy is, how I ended up in the ER, she still brought dairy into our house. I confronted her when they got back. She and brother-in-law had a huge fight. Brother-in-law went through her stuff and threw out everything she had with dairy. We kicked out his girlfriend. Wait, I'm just so confused. How is this a real person? Do you need your dairy every week? Like, why do you? How much dairy stuff is she keeping in her belongings? It's also a bit weird that you're visiting. Like, I mean, it's not that weird, but it is a bit weird that like you're not doing stuff together. But whatever, I don't really care. But it just feels like they're living in your. They're like staying at your place instead of like visiting you. You know. Uh, you're the asshole. Should autoclave everything you use for cooking. That is good advice. It's called the dishwasher. But I mean, just it's how much stuff do they need to throw out? It's kind of insane. Um, brother-in-law and his girlfriend worked out the relationship after the trip and are still together since their second trip. My brother-in-law has come alone since I don't trust his girlfriend in our house. Okay, so far so redditor. Well, brother-in-law is planning a new trip to visit us, and his girlfriend wants to come too. Why don't you stay at a hotel? Why don't you stay at a hotel, a motel, a Holiday Inn? In the immortal words of a bald man named Pitbull, why don't you just stay at the hotel? At first, we just said no, we don't trust her. But since we know this is important to brother-in-law, we came up with what I believe is a good compromise. She can come home and stay at our place, but we look through her bags every time she comes back to our place. You're gonna bounce your brother-in-law's girlfriend? You're gonna bounce your brother-in-law's girlfriend every time she comes home, huh? Just give her a pat down. Get in the TSA machine, can you? And if she doesn't accept that, she can stay at a hotel or stay home. Just stay at a hotel. Just stay at a hotel. Hi, buddy. Any bizarre today? Oh, we're gonna read a lot of bizarre things. We're gonna say bazinga. Now I'm being called an asshole for treating her like a criminal and that checking your bag is an invasion of privacy. So am I the asshole for demanding to go through her bag if she's staying at my house? I think everybody really should just like just stay at a hotel. That's like the most reasonable take I can have. Just stay at a hotel. She seems like an extremely careless person to put you in the ER like 3 times. um so just I think yeah, maybe just stay at a hotel for this one. All bags are simply searching my house. I'm nosy. I mean, it sounds like my dog. IMO, you're the asshole. I think at this point the GF gets it. But she keeps doing it. She's done it twice. She's done it twice. ER was once. I feel like that's still a few too many times. NL taught me that allergies are fake anyway. OP should just have a milk bath and get over it. Well, maybe. Maybe. My girlfriend is over all the time. Well, look who's bragging. Probably having sex too. Premarital, by the way, living in sin. Kind of don't really agree with that. Okay. She had 2 strikes and she still can't. Well, but then 2 strikes, it's 3-strike system, so technically you should be allowed to. If you're gonna do a strike analogy, right? You gotta have to accommodate 3 strikes. Don't say that out loud. Okay, I won't. That face went no GF, right, boys? Oh, you're so right, dude. I don't have a GF. I didn't have any joke after that. I just don't. She wants to call you names because she betrayed your trust twice. Wait, what would you call you names? Oh, is the name asshole? Because this is the subreddit that's called that? Okay. I love how people always like jump to like a conclusion that is not part of the post. I'm not sure it counts as attempted murder. I don't think it's that serious. I don't think it's that serious. Dude, why are you letting her back in? You trying to die? Seriously, do hotels not exist there, OP is? Okay, yeah, just yeah, take a hotel, AITA, I'm letting my coworkers deal with an incident call while I'm watching my favorite Twitch TV streamer. Oh my gosh. Hello, Dewspire. Not the asshole, your time, your rules. Plus you were nice to the streamer, so yeah. Hotels are expensive, random Redditor. Yeah, but so is the ER, I think. I would imagine. You're a lead engineer? I thought we took that out. Okay. Anything good? Am I the asshole for not inviting any of my family to my wedding and replying that I knew they'd be too busy when questioned about why? I want to make a prediction. I'm going to make a prediction that you need therapy. Am I the asshole? My grandfather dead left me his estate, but the room layouts keep changing. All right, we're using that for when we play blueprints later. I'm stealing that. That is now mine. I hope you like that joke that I'm going to make later. Yippee. Everyone needs therapy? Yeah, sure, but this person specifically needs therapy. This person needs therapy yesterday. I, 27 female, am the. What is it with women? Hot take alert! What is it with women being beautiful? All of them, you know? And also not coming to my chat anymore. House of Leaves, yeah. Whenever I open it, I leave. Why am I even reading this? That's not even. Anyway, okay. My siblings are 10 plus years older than me. We're all full siblings too. I was the accidental pregnancy that happened when my parents were done having kids. Let me crunch the numbers. That checks out. I have often questioned if because I was an accidental pregnancy, they never really wanted me, and therefore we've ended up here. Again, you need therapy. But of course, nobody ever said that to my face. That's just where my brain goes, and that's why you need therapy. There's a repeated pattern of everyone having plans or being busy when it's my birthday or something important happens in my life. Well, that's kind of sad. With my siblings, I understand more. We were never really close, and they never pretended we were or they cared. It's different with my parents. Some examples I can mention. This is a long ass post. Can ChatGPT, can you summarize this? Yeah, lads. The poster is complaining that they're an accidental pregnancy. Additionally, their siblings have not included them in their lives. That's a good emote. I'm very happy with that emote. Wow, it was an accidental pregnancy, dudes who are like 63% of us. Or dudette, actually. Can we say dudette? Is that still a thing? It's a fun word. No, it's lame. You're lame. I think it's cool beans. You're the asshole dude is a gender natural term. Yeah, but dude, that is fun. You give him you hang 10, brother. I'm pro do that. Well, and PMM is on my side, you know that's how you know you are. That's how you know you're making the right moves in history. Betty? I've never heard Betty. Fraud, hello, fraud. You know what? Just for you. Just for you, fraud. I have to stop. You with the breasts. That was turn one forest, everybody. Turn one forest. Okay. I had a joint 16th birthday party with my best friend. I was 16 that Friday. She was 16 that Sunday, and the party was Saturday. Useless details, man. Very useless details. My best friend's parents paid for both of us, even invited my whole family. My siblings never replied, which I took to mean no. My parents said that they had other plans, even though they never told me that before when I had asked them about the party. They never said it was originally. They never said it when I originally invited them either. They said my siblings would come to make up for it, but they told our parents they had important jobs they couldn't get away from on a Saturday night. I mean, that's kind of fucked up. It's not like it's not like the birthday is that big of a surprise, right? Like it's not that big of a surprise that that your birthday's coming up. It's the same day every year. Yeah, but it's a different this one came on the weekend, which made it more it made it more confusing, right? It became more confusing because it's on the weekend. Getting everybody sexier vibes. We'll see. They haven't really done anything yet. I hope he is so annoying. Heyman said, "You need therapy." Yep. Okay. For my 18th birthday, I invited them out to a family dinner. My siblings said they're all working that weekend. Your siblings love working. My dad said he was going to be in the hospital after a procedure he never mentioned before, and he didn't actually have in the end, and he wasn't in the hospital, though he did go somewhere that night. Why is this written so poorly? My mom said she was visiting her sister and couldn't get away. Do you not live with your parents? I'm so confused. Do you only interact with them by mail? By royal courier? Does a little like owl bang its head against your window anytime you correspond? What's going on? Why do you not know what anybody is doing? uh this is a Doofenshmirtz flashback. uh Assume that your siblings all moved out since they're all like around 30 and have real lives. Hmm. Okay, wait, let me take a phone call from my buddy. Hello? Hey, what's up? We're live on air. Do you want to say something? Oh, you're inviting everybody for beers right now. Ooh. Okay, well I can't right now because of the streaming. How late do you think you'll be out? The where, sorry? Oh, okay, beaches, okay. Okay, sure. Yeah, I might be down. All right, sounds good. All right, later. Yeah. All right. Hell yeah, beers. I need to read fake Reddit posts. Ice cold beer. The unemployed friend group. Actually, they're all employed. I think it's because tomorrow's like a holiday, right? So I think it's just a thing. The work from home friend group. I don't actually. None of them work from home either. Are they all software engineers too? No, they're cool. They go out. And the only time I go out is when they go out. What the hell? Yeah. Yeah, they have actual lives. They're not doing this. The alcoholic friend group, well, it's more fun that way. So they're playing hooky. Look, we're not gonna rat them out to the IRS or whatever. All right, it's just still weird to me that your dad's gonna go for a procedure that you never heard about, and then he doesn't actually go, and then your mom's visiting her sister. Like, do they not live together? Oh, yeah, that's a great episode when Bart plays hooky. That's a great episode. My 21st was the same, only my parents said they would come and they didn't. They all had medical dental stuff going on. What is your family always dying? This is your family has an undiagnosed dairy allergy. And they're drinking a lot of dairy. This Redditor's dad was getting top surgery. And I respect that. I respect that. If you're getting top surgery, I respect that. I'm an ally to people getting top surgery. Classic family dentist app. Sorry. And the quick notification came up to me. It was about Scully. It wasn't about Scully. Scully's at my parents for now. Cause just to see them. Just to see them, you know. My high school and college graduation were two events where everyone had medical appointments and could not reschedule to come. I started going to therapy a couple of years ago. Oh my god! You need two therapists. Like, you need like a call. You know how Mr. Burns has like a team of lawyers. You need a team of therapists to fix your life. Family that dentists together, scientists together. Pretty true. Maybe. You think they are all dentists? You think they're all getting top surgery every few months? Just adding a few CCs. My original therapist was really good, but she had to leave due to an illness, and I struggled with my current one. I'm sorry to laugh, but it just sounds like everybody leaves you for dental and medical procedures. And it sucks, but it's so funny to read. Because I don't think you're a real person. But I'm just saying, if this was a book, I would think it's conceited because the author couldn't think of one more reason for people to be busy. It's like fucking Patrick Bateman saying that he has to return DVDs. His family is on life support. Yeah, in more ways than one. She has encouraged me keep trying with my family to always be open to them to return my efforts. She said it's important to never give up on family. I don't know if therapists actually say that shit. I've been going to therapy, and I haven't felt like the therapist was like. I just feel like therapists don't say that. They're actually curse and inflicts illness on others. Maybe, yeah, maybe this is one of those. Maybe this is one of those like cursed bloodline sort of shit. uh, my therapist hates my parents. Anyway, I was reaching the end of my rope when my fiance and I got engaged. Especially with how close I've become to my future mother-in-law. I was talking to him. Okay, first of all, you can't change pronouns there. Or subject object? I don't know, there's some grammatical rule being broken here. Maybe the mother-in-law was getting top surgery, you know what? Maybe. Anyway, I was talking to him about how I didn't know if I should invite them to our engagement party or wedding and how I didn't want to, but part of me felt like I had to because of my therapist. He suggested I make one more attempt by inviting them to the engagement party. If none of them show up, I can say I tried over the years and even gave them one more chance. But I have to move on for my own peace of mind and our future kids. Oh, wow. I was going to say a breeder. I don't know why. I don't have anything against people having kids. It is just such an insanely funny phrase. He said then we can get married knowing I have given them more chances than most would. Okay, you guys are typing up a storm. I feel very successful right now, but we gotta finish this fucking story before we continue. Nobody showed up at our engagement party. They all had medical procedures. I was making a joke. I was making up the next sentence. I was machine predicting it. But it literally says everyone had medical appointments from 8 p.m. until late on a Friday night. My whole family, both my parents, all four siblings, and their partners and kids. What are you talking about? Everybody had medical procedures. What are they doing? What are they doing? How much work did they need done? I did what my fiance suggested and decided I was done. I felt so good, still feels so good, but then I found out invites went out. And I was asked why they weren't invited or given info at the wedding. Told them I knew they would be too busy and didn't want to inconvenience them by having to explain all the important stuff going on in their lives that prevented them from coming to my wedding. There was some backlash from my text before I blocked them. It felt good to be free, but then my therapist was saying my wedding was a big thing to not invite them to. And did I really want to close the door forever? Be the kind of person who doesn't value family for a while? I have considered if I need a different therapist. You need a different therapist and a different family. My fiance believes so from what he's heard from me. That's not really a sentence, is it? But I don't know. Oh, believe so. Oh, like closing the door. Okay, but I don't know if that's just because he's so protective of me or if the therapist is right and I'm being an ass and she's trying to stop me from being one. Am I the asshole? Oh my god. The families are homunculi. They need to be reconstructed in a laboratory every 24 hours. Uh, she wrote that one weird trick article, and now doctors are dedicated to destroying her life. That's a plus too. Maybe everybody in the family is a doctor and they all have to work. I mean, it would make more sense if they're the ones doing the procedures. But still, that's a lot of. I mean, like, but doctors could get a day off, right? From my knowledge of scrubs, which is where all my medical knowledge comes from, I'm pretty sure doctors can have a day off sometimes. They actually can't. I don't unless there's an episode of Scrubs where they can't. I don't think that it's backed by anything. Okay. My judgment here. I mean, I think you're not the asshole. I think your family is crazy, but I also don't think this is real. All right. See you later, Spine. You'll catch the VOD later. That's the highest praise you could give me. Thank you. I genuinely I feel like this is a fake post because it's or like her family hates her. Or her family hates her. Also you get a different therapist. I'll catch the cold later. Achoo. Oh, God bless you. Let's see what nuance take. Actually, you know what? I think Reddit is gonna be on her side because Reddit hates your family. Reddit really hates her family. Her family absolutely hates her. She's so annoying. Your therapist has accused you of not valuing your family. When for most of your life, your family has never valued you. Yeah, that seems pretty true. So far, so good. I cannot imagine the pain your parents and sibling have put you through over the years. Well, I can, because you wrote a fucking essay about it. They don't deserve you, so start valuing yourself the way your fiance appears to make a new family with him. Yeah, get it on, girl. And fire the crappy therapist. Yeah, probably. Tell them you handed the invitations at engagement party. All right, this is like one of the strategy things that I was complaining about earlier, but you know what? Fair enough. This will make sense. Arms get tired from holding doors open forever. Shut up. Stop trying to make idioms. These people treating family events like I treat work using sick leave to have a planned vacation. Oh, that's pretty good. Me telling a story and leaving out all the parts where I was manipulative and evil. Well, I mean, honestly, you gotta meet the posts on their own ground, right? And so, I don't know. It does sound like nobody likes her. I just it's so transparent to just keep using medical appointment as an excuse. Am I the asshole for moving into my dad's full time after my mom's pregnant stepdaughter moved back in with her and my stepdad? I'm not reading that one because there's too much. It's not the family drama I don't like, it's the step family drama that confuses my brain in how everybody's related. They're sick of her. They're getting a sisterectomy. Oh, that's good. The siblings are busy getting a sisterectomy. Um, anyway. Am I the asshole for telling my dad's wife that it is my house where he lives and she can't order me around? 17-year-old for sure. 17-year-old for sure. Uh, I lost my mom when I was 10. I am 19 right now. Well, mentally you're 17. I'm a student of finance. Never mind, mentally you're like 14. In my city's best college. It doesn't mean anything. What do you mean in my city's best? Most cities only have the one. Most cities only have the one college. It's the only college. My maternal grandparents owned the house. Oh shit. It's gonna be family dynamics all over again. My maternal grandparents owned the house where my parents lived and later passed it to my mother. When my mom was in her final months, she transferred the house to my name. With clause giving permission for dad to live in it till I am 22. My dad fully supported this decision. He already owned his own house. Your dad had two houses? It's confusing. Things changed and my dad lost a lot during COVID and had to sell his house back then. Fair enough. He should have gotten on those EPPs, right? The should have set up a small business and needed a loan for 200,000 and never paid it back. I had funds and trust left by my mom to cover for me. Trust fund kid goes to finance school. name a better combo, you know. He is being a landlord. You're right. He's being a landlord. Even though he got back on his feet, he saves enough for down payment for a house and rent income covers the mortgage of that house. You're the asshole. Your dad and you're the asshole. Rent income. You mean hmm. If there's one thing I don't abide to. It's when you say that your rent income covers the mortgage of the house. You're not doing anything. You're not doing all you did is have money. Fuck you. You know, fuck you. Fucking landlords. Father's wife have a problem. Wait, sorry. My dad married his girlfriend Ella last year. Didn't even capitalize it. Okay. I see how it is. This is called subtle fortune telling. Fortune telling. Subtle storytelling. This is environmental storytelling, is when you don't capitalize the E. My house is big enough to house her. It's grandpa's house, but whatever. My house is big enough to house her and her annoying daughter, 16F Stella. You don't have to say. Redditors love say daughter 16 and F. You don't need the F, right? Like, I'm not. I could tell. Anyway, Stella, who wanted a sibling relationship with me, but I have zero interest. Okay, well, fuck you, I guess. You don't have to, but like, it makes sense that she would. I am cordial, and this is what they're gonna get from me. You're not cordial. You're a trust fund kid who has mommy issues. And my cousin sisters from my aunts who are like real sisters to me. Cousin sister sounds like a TLC show about like hillbillies, right? Or sorry, not hillbillies. Children of the soil. It's Spanish for she. Oh, okay. Which is the refer. So the person becomes a homeowner when they became 10? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it's crazy to say a guy whose mom died has mommy issues. Well, he clearly does. That seems like a big issue. His mom died. Finance major landlord lacks empathy. Color be surprised. Father's wife have a problem that I don't call her by mom and don't treat her daughter as sisters. Why? I have a problem with your fucking spelling and grammar. I don't follow her chores schedule. What are you talking about? I have house help for my chores? You're the asshole. You're the asshole. House help. Who does my laundry and cook for me, and I do remaining ones. Oh my god, you're insufferable. When my dad was at work, she said this disrespectful attitude won't work here, and she will ask dad to make me leave and live somewhere else. This is the guy we should be killing with hammers. His name is Envy is Myth. Which is just so conceited. Oh my god. I laughed at her audacity. Ha ha ha, I let out feebly and told her that I own this house and if I want, I can throw her and her daughter out of my house in streets. I told her she doesn't get me to order me around as she is no one to me and I tolerate her and her daughter because of my father's happy. Jesus Christ. So she can shove this attitude somewhere else? I told her if she keeps this behavior, she'll be forced to pay rent here? Oh my god, landlords. She was shocked and left crying. Later, my dad confronted me and said I didn't need to throw this to her. I love my father. He has raised me well. Not well enough at all, clearly. Has always been here and has been always here for me. I told him he should clear things to his wife and tell her to cool down her expectations from me. She isn't my mother and he daughter will never be my sister. At 19, I have my own circle and I just want to stay cordial, but not involved with them. You're the asshole. You're the asshole. You don't know how to write. I mean, I don't even need to like... Anybody watching this with half a brain, or even a quarter of a brain, left forward quarter of the brain, realizes that he's the asshole. So now let's read the people who have had traumatic brain injuries and see what their take is. Not the asshole. So your dad didn't have issues with her threatening to have you kicked out, but he did have issues with you threatening to kick her out. It's a bargaining tactic that parents use sometimes because you're being a little shit, and you probably have been since you were 10. I'd be more upset with my dad for not having my back if I were you. Oh my god. She probably gave OP's father a sob story. Yeah, the sob story that your fucking son is not, or stepson does not respect you, doesn't do his chores, goes to School of Finance, which is major in my SIT's best college. Like he's a little shit, is what he is. This was removed, so you know it would have been good. Your dad said you bought another house, so I don't understand why they are living in yours. It's not your house, though. Like, legally it's your house, but kind of it's not your house, really. Right? He's gonna be one of those murder-suicide situations? If only we're so lucky. House should be able to accommodate 3 people. They need to move into their own house. He has high expenses. In 5 years, his mortgage will finish and he will shift. I love my... Holy shit. 5 years, your mortgage will finish from being a landlord. That is just staggering. Why, where are the so-called leftists of Reddit? Huh? Where's the so-called fucking echo chamber of leftist politics, huh? Because clearly it's not. They're not here. They're not being represented. Nobody's being like, you're a piece of shit. Maybe I have to be the... As a landlord, you should die. Exactly. I would tell dad you'll be issuing stepmother with a chore list that she needs to complete each week. You're 14. You're 14 and you don't like that you have to do chores. When I grow up, I'm gonna make my mom do the chores. Let's see how she likes it. It's pettiness. It's like that's how I felt when I was a kid. When I was a kid and I didn't want to do chores, I was gonna be like, when I have a house, I'm gonna make my parents do the dishes. I won't have to do the dishes. And then guess what? Guess what? I turned 10. I turned 10, and then those feelings kind of changed a little bit. Not that much, but they did change, and then progressively, they got even. I got even less upset about having to do the dishes. And you know what? Now I'm like, Mom, can I do the dishes? And she's like, sure. And I'm like, ah, damn it, why did I ask? Now I gotta do the fucking dishes. Yeah, you have. Can I load the dishwasher? No, no, no. It doesn't work as good. Oh, okay, yeah, my bad. Guess I'll have to do the dishes now. Newspire, yeah, if you want to come over and wear a maid outfit, that would be great. I would appreciate that. I'm actually pissed off that your dad didn't have your back. Oh, Jesus Christ. Where's the... Let me look for the first You're the Asshole. AI crap, what could some mother schooled by 19-year-old who owns her house, etc. You're the asshole, find better hobbies. Thank you. Intelligent Prince. Ah, good sir. Not too poorly written to be AI, no overabundance of M dash. Is it just a mix of all the other Am I the Asshole stories about this exact scenario? The last one, I believe, OP's father died and his mother's new husband tried to exert control. All right, let's see the next one. This is the only You're the Asshole here? You're kidding me. You're kidding me. One You're the Asshole. Am I taking crazy pills? If you are, then we're all taking crazy pills. This is our Jonestown. But like a good ending where we do have a communist utopia instead of what happened there. We'll be fine. We're all gonna make it, okay? If everybody says not the asshole, then it must be right. Yeah, 400 Redditors can't be wrong. Okay, no more mother-in-law, wicked stepsister type shit. Am I the asshole for wanting a prenup before marriage? I'm gonna read this only if it doesn't say mother-in-law. If it says mother-in-law, I don't want to read it. It does not say mother-in-law. Okay, we can read it. I, 31 male, recently got engaged to my girlfriend, 28 female. Kind of a problematic age gap, 3 years. Arr. And we've been on cloud 9 until I brought up the idea of a prenup. That makes sense. Yeah, women don't like it when you bring up prenups, I've noticed. Keep telling my wife we should have had a prenup. And she does not like it. She's like, why are you saying this now? Can we just have one date when you don't bring up that we should have had a prenup? I'm joking. I'm joking. Of course I had a prenup. Prenup for $5. Yeah, I'll tell you this. I've never had an issue with the idea of or with prenups because when we got married, our net assets were like measured in the hundreds of dollars. So there was there was nothing to worry about. I think the lawyer fees would have would have counteracted the the paper like the cost we'd have to pay. We would have had a net loss if we signed the prenup. Or maybe I could have just like Googled for prenup papers and then we both would have signed them. And it's just like a worksheet like for kids. And you just write stuff down in one column or the other column of who gets what. I don't know if that's a legally binding document though. Okay, I run my own business. Can I just say I hate entrepreneurialism and entrepreneurship? Like grind culture, all that stuff. I just kind of hate it. Because I feel like most people do it to just get rich, right? Wh- Which like duh, right? But like I don't know, it's just it's like a sickness of the soul a little bit. It's capital. It's raw, unfettered capitalism. That's why I kind of hate like kids when they ask if they can clean your driveway for you for $5 or whatever. I always tell them no, you can do it for free because I want them to know that they should be doing things from the goodness of their heart and not for money. Uh, and that's why I'm not gonna give my kids an allowance. um. Anyway, have you seen the price of a Switch 2? I don't know why, but that's such a funny comment. Probably because it's funny. Good job. Plus two. Plus two. Anyway, I run my own business. I have a good amount of savings plus a house I bought a few years ago. She's doing fine too, but doesn't have as much financially, which is totally okay by me. Okay, maybe I'm not in everybody's relationship. I'm not like the third guy you gotta ask if you consent. Although I'd like to be, but I'm not that guy. But like the I don't get how people have this mindset. You're gonna get married to somebody, presumably for life, and you don't want to like share your assets with them. Like it strikes me weirdly, you know? I feel like maybe I'm alone on this, but I'm not I guess maybe I don't live in the real world because I'm happily married, which doesn't seem to appear to exist on Reddit. But like there's never like a worry in my mind that my wife is going to divorce me. And then if there is a worry of that, the my first thought isn't what about all my money? Right? It's not like that's not like the first thing my mind darts to. It's like, oh no, what happened in our relationship that, we can't continue being a couple, and like are there things I have to change or things that she has to change? It's not immediately like, well, who's going to get the car? Who's going to get the house? Who's going to get all my Funko Pops, right? Like that's not my first concern. But okay. This is you're gonna read a list of things that rich people tell themselves to feel better. The prenup isn't about not trusting her. Number one on the list. Which Funko Pops are you going to keep? She can have the Naruto ones, but I need the Inuyasha ones. It's just something I've always felt made sense. It's about protecting both of us if things ever go sideways. Line number two about a prenup, right? It's not really about protecting both of you. It's about protecting one side over the other, right? Am I crazy here? It's you're signing it so that you don't get an equal division of assets. Uh, I even told her I'd want her to have the same security if roles were reversed, but they're not. Like people love doing this shit, you know? They're like, if the roles were reversed, I'd agree to this. Motherfucker, they're not though, and she's not agreeing to this. I don't know. Anyway, but she took it hard. Said it made her feel like I was expecting a divorce, that it killed the romance of everything. Yeah, yeah, fair enough. I do the same for you. Me asking my wife to get breast implant surgery. And then she's like, fine, do it. I'm like, no, now I have to schedule the top surgery. But now my 18-year-old daughter is having her birthday party that night. No, no. uh BBL Yelnats one. I do have a trip to Mexico coming up. Plus 2 cup sizes. I think I could fill out a bra. Um Although I'm 100%, if I had like if I had boobs, I would 100% show them on stream. That would be like my thing. I would just having boobs. And I know that's the thing of a lot of streamers, but but then it would just be me. But it would that could be a good that could be a good stream. Although now that I'm saying it, just sounds like I want to cross dress. It's well, am I the anyway? It's a normal thing, right, for guys who just want to have like huge tits. A bra that fits as next Reddit to go through. All right, I'll be honest with you. In my younger years, I did go to that subreddit thinking it'd be sexy, and it's not sexy at all. It's really not sexy. It's like the equivalent of going to a nude beach and expecting it to be like supermodels, and it's just people who need to get like their bras bras adjusted. Like, good for them, am I right? But isn't this just a Seinfeld episode? I can't watch that show after all that stuff that I learned about Kramer saying at the Laugh Factory. Okay. We hadn't had a full on fight, but the mood shifted and she's been kind of distant since I brought it up. I feel a bit blindsided because I didn't think this would be such a deal breaker. Now I'm stuck wondering if I'm being cold and overly logical. Oh, but peace and prosper or whatever, right? Now I'm wondering, or if this is just a hard conversation that we need to go through. Am I the asshole for even asking? All right, I'm gonna take off my husband hat, and I'm gonna put on my I don't know, therapist hat. You feel blindsided? Yeah, I'll put on my time for chili hat. I'll put on actually my Kazakhstan Beres hat, which is a football team I mean a hockey team in the KLH. All right, so I'm gonna put on this hat. So I'm gonna keep it a buck 50 with. Why was I wearing headphones, by the way? There's no audio. Why was I wearing headphones? Um, I'm not getting information fed into my ear to hear me. Oh yeah, right. My bad. Okay, so like, I'm gonna keep it a buck 50 with you, champ. I don't know. I feel like I get why she's upset. It makes 100% sense to me why she got upset and feels blindsided about a prenup. Um, I personally don't get prenups because I don't have assets measurable in the seven figures, or even six figures on a good day, right? And I have 10 fingers, so like I just, I don't know. I feel like I get why she's upset. Um, just talk about it some more, and then maybe you should reconsider. You know what? This is a talk to your significant other. This is a talk to your significant other post. 100%. Reddit's not gonna help you. Come for the cats, stay for the empathy. Jesus Christ. New guy who wants to get a prenup, but his net worth is $10,000. uh, Counterpoint: you want a legal marriage that binds you by law, except legal proceedings. Yeah. Okay, Shane Dawson. Well, he came for the cats. He sure did. I would say not the asshole because a prenup isn't necessarily a bad thing, but a prenup is something you should have discussed before even getting engaged. Have you mentioned it at all before, even while dating? It sounds like you dropped the idea right on her. You know what? You know what? Actually, Silenter. Bad name, but good take. I think that's a good take. I think maybe it's like getting engaged and being like, I don't want kids, by the way. I don't want kids, and they're like, whoa, I want kids. And who was this Redditor? Why, it was none other than Yelnats. Whoa, Pog! And he was given a total of A lot of Reddit points. What for his base takes? Whoa. And you know what he didn't even do? He didn't even edit it after he got the gold from a kind stranger. Um you might also mention to her that if she becomes a stay-at-home mother to raise the children while you continue to work and then you split up, she would want to have something set in writing that she would get so much per year of taking care of the children and not working. Okay, I don't know. Whatever. That's contract law. Not the asshole for wanting a prenup, but you should have brought it up months ago, well before proposing. You messed up dropping this on her after she had agreed to merge her life with you. What terms did you offer? Does she know what's in it yet? Whoa, another base take. And what do you know? Look at this. Who was the Redditor? It was yelled at again on an alt account. And for this, they got 400 more billion points. Oh my god. Not thinking kind stranger. You think this shit is a game? But look, I got 400 more million points. Hello, I hate Let It Go. So many points. Ignore the inspect element at the bottom. All right. I'm Unidan. Well, you thought it was a corvid, but actually it's a cormorant, which is a type of fish. All right, we're going over to Am I the Asshole, which is a different subreddit, but it's exactly the same, and I don't really know why there's two, and quite frankly, I don't care. And if you know the answer to that, don't out yourself. I'm giving you a second chance. Start over. You don't need to have this information. Just purge it from your brain. It's okay. It's all good. Wait, the top one sounds amazing. The top one sounds amazing. I don't use Reddit or Twitch.tv. Smart. Smart. Am I the asshole for losing my mind because my wife keeps lying about passing gas? This sounds beautiful. Clarifications plus updates at the end. Can't believe I'm writing this down. The answer is so obvious to me, but I think like I'm being manipulated, but I don't see why. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay. If this is a gaslighting, this is gonna be so funny. I don't care if this is fake. This is so funny. It's a great prompt. It's a great prompt. If you told me this is an episode of Twilight Zone, I'd be like, maybe in the third season. When they were running a bit low on ideas. Yeah, gaslighting. uh... All right. I, 36 male, have been with my wife. C. You piece of shit. Make up a fake name. It's just easier that way. Or just say my wife every time. C, 35 female for a decade. Everything is great. She's my best friend. We have fun together and she's my favorite person to spend time with. Wife, guys, am I right? But as of late, something weird has been up. Look, 10 years in, you get pretty comfortable with each other. You've seen each other at your worst and really been through it, which means yes, we've passed gas from both ends and used the bathroom in front of each other, no big deal. Both ends. Oh, like a burp. I was imagining like some sort of tube vessel that you guys used for anything, you know? If I wanted smoke blown up my ass, I'd be at home sitting down with a cigarette and a small length of tube. For the past year, my wife has been farting more than usual. Again, I don't care. It's not a huge problem, but these are some pretty vile stinkers. And this might seem funny, but we're in a small one-bedroom space that's poorly ventilated. So you can imagine there's a limit to what one can take before one politely says, babe, I love you, but you gotta go to the bathroom. She's waging gas warfare, huh? Which is funnier, a burp or a fart? A fart. A fart is funnier. Forcing's burps are grosser and more inappropriate than farts. I think they're less gross and less inappropriate. But I would say farts are funnier. A fart is farts are just funnier. And they smell. Here's the weird part. Without fail, she will deny it's her every single time. She'll look at me weirdly and question what I mean. At first, I thought she was being cheeky, so I let it go. Ah, cheeky. I picked up on it, Baffle Cry. I picked up on it. But when it started happening every single day, I got worried. I asked her if there's something to be worried about. We're nearing 40, you never know. Okay, and she just looked at me weirdly and said with the utmost emphasis and assertion that she did not know what I meant. The next time it happened, I asked her if she smelt it, and she said no, and I looked at her wide-eyed because there was no way she couldn't smell it. My eyes were burning from the smell, and she's telling me she can't even smell it. I knew she farted in the bedroom. I knew she did. 1368, 1 year after the Magna Carta. I know I'm not crazy. I eventually confronted her, and she said it's probably a gas leak or a sulfur leak or something, which, okay, fair. But we had the place inspected and nothing out of the ordinary turned up. I tried to confront her again, and her answer really, really made me real. She said, and I quote, "Could be a demon if it smells like rotten eggs." This is, I think you should leave, but it feels like one, right? Imagine getting an inspector because you can't admit you farted. That's honestly so funny. Next they're gonna get an exorcist in. Next they're gonna get an exorcist in to to check it out. Oh man, that's really good. Is it really easier to try to convince me our house is haunted to just admit she's the one doing it? We live alone. I can hear it, but she has no reaction and firmly denies it every time. Maybe she has COVID. Maybe she has COVID. We recently had a small spat over it where I asked her why she's choosing this hill to die on and lie for, and she looked at me like I had given her the finger. She's gone silent, and I'm now fully losing my mind trying to figure out if I am the asshole for calling her out or if I'm just going insane. Maybe she's deaf. Oh man. Imagine you're deaf and you find out that farts make a sound. You do like that Shaquille O'Neal face. Wife freaks stinky ones lies constantly to cover up. There's not even a judgment here. You don't need a judgment. This is just a good story. This is just a good story, you know? Wife rips stinky ones. Clarification. Someone said I should include the fact that I could hear the passage of gas many times. Not always, but most of the time. It's like he's building a court case around the gas passing. Her not farting in front of guests is also what is pushing my buttons. Is it real? Is she faking it? Is she just farting around me and gaslighting me constantly for a year? Let's say this is the case. Why? What's the end goal? Those suggesting a medical checkup, I pushed for it. Maybe you need a medical checkup. She just playfully declined, and the more I pushed, the further she got about dropping it, since saying I was taking the joke too far. We have both had COVID twice. Oh. As I mentioned before, we have passed gas previously in front of each other before Sans embarrassment. It is the sudden increase in frequency in the alleged lying that has me puzzled. I think whatever this is, I think you need help. I don't even know what kind of help you can get for this. But there needs to be some help from somebody. But not from Reddit. Not from Reddit. Never from Reddit. Whoa, so this blew up. You know, I love that they say edit instead of ETA. I fucking hate ETA. Stop using ETA. Just say edit because you edited it. That's what you did. You didn't edit to add, you piece of, like, it's not a postscript, you piece of, fuck off. Okay. So this blew up, and even though I used a throwaway, I think there were some identified factors She found the post. Yeah, the identifying factors is that you live in a one-bedroom apartment, your age is, and also that your wife constantly rips ass. There was a third post she saw when she opened Reddit. I think I'll have to pause the replies to go have a more serious sit down. With her consent, I will update you all further. Whoa, I'm at a loss for words. So after she saw the post, she was understandably pissed off. She said I violated her trust or something over something trivial and untrue. I asked her to be real with me and sincerely tell me if she truly did not know what was up, and she said that she could neither feel, smell, nor hear herself. She then, in Alm serious, asked me if I was pulling some shit, which I vehemently denied. I then brought up the medical concerns, which she tried to brush away. I offered to go with her, and she said that I was welcome to have a doctor mess my head up, but that she wasn't going to do the same. What? When I insisted, she got really bad and called me controlling and gaslighting. Maybe you have a gas leak in your house, because neither of you are acting like normal adults. We're currently not speaking to each other. I have tried, but she will not budge. She said, and I quote, "Why don't you cry about it to your little incel group?" That's kind of funny. Which makes me think it's fake. Uh, uh, I'm not gonna read that one. That's just stupid. I don't. You know what? It's just there's too much. I think you both need to touch grass. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe you guys just hate each other. I just don't get it. It reminds me of that Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode where Mac and Dennis live in the suburbs. Newsflash, asshole! I could always hear the beeping. So why didn't you tell me? Because I hate you. Maybe his wife just hates him. Am I the asshole for eating non-seafood on Good Friday? Okay, so I got a question to ask all the Christians in chat. What that mean? You can't eat for Lent. You have to give something up, right? For me, usually I give up seatbelts. I don't like them anyway. They kind of like chafe my, torso. But do you have to give something up on Good Friday? How does that work? I, 29, and roommate 30 were watching TV hang out earlier. He is very Christian, religious, and I am well agnostic. He bought all the seafood for Good Friday, and I chipped in because I like seafood anyway, so I said, sure, I'll take a part. I was very keen on just having seafood on Friday, but it hit 12 a.m. without my knowing, and I got a hard-boiled egg out and started eating it after I peeled it. He looked at me, checked the time, and freaked the fuck out. He's making wild leaps and attacking me verbally. What if he's making wild leaps? Like he's some sort of, I don't know, a deranged man? I give up wiping in the bathroom? That's brave of you, Yusu. Monkey over here. Monkey Man. Wait, is that what Monkey Man was about? A very religious Christian monkey? The guy typed, I'm well agnostic, you're the asshole. uh, I'm just posting this because it happened an hour ago. It's really not a big deal. Let me check. 5 hours ago. This happened 5 hours ago. What? Where do you live? Ah, Europeans. Okay, who cares? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anymore. Just it doesn't matter. Predator posting, am I the asshole? Bad guys Christian's final boss of validation seeking. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, you know what? I don't care actually. I just remembered that I don't care actually. Would I be the asshole for telling my housemate to stop ordering DoorDash? British? Oh, British. This is complicated, so bear with me. It can't be complicated. How could it be complicated? How could it be complicated? Hey, Nine Bub, how's it going? We are reading about this British people. Maybe you can chime in because you're Australian, and that's kind of the same, right? Her friend is in dire straits. Oh, nice. Wait, aren't dire straits racist? I don't know. I didn't. I don't. I just don't know. Okay. I just listened to Sultans of Swing. Okay, it's the same. Okay, perfect. Then you can definitely chime in. I, 45 female, am a single mom, a full-time college student, and I own my home. What a unicorn of a sentence. At the end of last year, a friend, 35 male, reached out to me because he was in dire straits. Oh, that's why you guys were. You can't read it. You can't read past the streamer. We all have to read in lockstep. That way, you guys are gonna set off freaking spoilers in the chat. He's been laid off from his job, tech industry. Ugh, tech heads. Tech bros, you know? Stinky. Ran out of his severance package and his unemployment was almost up. His lease on his apartment was up at the end of the year and he wouldn't be able to afford to renew. So I offered to let him move into my office for $300 a month to cover his utility usage while he tried to get back up on his feet. I was told this would be complicated. I thought this was going to be Baldur's Gate 3, but this is like Quake 2. I also said that he's welcome to eat dinner with us anytime I cook, and anytime else he wants to eat, I will get with the groceries if he Venmos me the cost. As soon as he moved in, he started door dashing and then got a part-time job delivering pizza. He still does not have a full-time job in his industry. I feel like I made him a pretty solid offer, and ultimately the goal was for him to live cheap and save his money. Instead of eating with the household and contributing to groceries, he's gotten into the habit of ordering DoorDash sometimes twice a day. Okay, well, maybe he's a streamer, huh? Maybe he's just trying to become a streamer and it's like a little complicated, okay? And he just doesn't want to go back to working in the tech industry right now, okay? And maybe DoorDashing is the only way you can feel alive. I'm not projecting, you're projecting. He's spending significantly more on takeout for himself than I'm spending to feed the whole household. I know he's his own adult and I don't have the right to control how he spends his own money, but at the same time, I feel like I'm making sacrifices to provide him a home. And while I don't expect anything extra in return for that, I do feel like the premise of him being here is based on him saving money, which he's clearly not doing. So would I be the asshole to if I told him to stop ordering takeout and eat from the kitchen instead? AITA for commenting about local rent. We're in Austin, Texas. Okay, well, you're Texan. I thought you were British for some reason. I don't know why. Roommate is a streamer. Yes. You know, is this post about you? Yeah, my wife is a single mom and a full-time college student, and she owns a home. Roommate DoorDash intervention. I mean, okay, so here's the thing, right? I think when people do nice things and they say there's no strings attached, there are always strings attached that are like unsaid. And it's part of the social contract to understand those things. And one of those things is that if you're helping somebody get off their feet, it feels bad to see them spend money frivolously because it feels like they're disrespecting you in some way by not trying a bit harder, right? But then like the way you avoid that kind of feeling is you talk to your roommate about it, maybe, or you say that like you can't keep supporting them because I don't know, because you can't. And I mean like I don't it doesn't sound like he's doing anything that wrong, right? Like if he's covering his utilities, I assume. He could be saving more money, but I feel like if you start feeling taken advantage of when you're helping somebody out, it builds resentment. And the only way to get past that resentment is to like discuss it, right? So I think you should just talk to the friend you're helping out and say it how you feel it, and then hopefully either you'll stay friends and they'll either move out or they'll stay living with you, but having to contribute more. British Texas close enough. Isn't Texas like the most British state? I think. Strings attached. Please like me. That is true. That is a string attached. Is that now you have a friend because now they have to live with you. Having an open and honest conversation. Nah, just post about it on Reddit. Yeah, I mean that would be my knee-jerk reaction too. Also, I love how they say this is complicated, so bear with me, and it's not at all complicated. But I appreciate it when they lie about it being complicated. Anyway, when you need to tell him it's time for him to move out, if he has the money to order DoorDash, he has the money to pay rent somewhere else. That's a bit of a leap, right? That's like your knees must hurt from jumping to conclusions. I don't know if you necessarily a DoorDash and a rent do not the equivalent make, right? No relatives even went to the doctor. You're right. I don't think this is a real post. Maybe he's saving it for top surgery like that that other person's dad. You're right that you don't get to tell an adult how to spend, but you do have the right to end this arrangement that isn't working out for you. Stop making sacrifices. Give him note. It doesn't sound like you're making that many sacrifices, though. Door dashing 2 times a day times 30. How much is that compared to rent and groceries? They're in Texas, so they don't tip. So it's a bit cheaper, right? But otherwise, yeah, yeah, probably expensive. We have a part-time pizza delivery job. And wait, can you? No, that doesn't work. What, can you order pizza from the place you work and deliver it to your own place and then tip yourself? Wait, does that make sense? They don't tip? Well, like they do tip. I just don't like Texas, so I make stuff up about them. Opie and Guy should just do some long-term projection of his financials together and shake her head disapprovingly when it gets to the DoorDash. Have like a The Office intervention where Michael and Oscar have like a PowerPoint chart. What is this? What is this called? This is PowerPoint. It's just a presentation tool, Michael. You're a presentation tool. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you that. It's just Jan keeps spending all my money. Uh, you would be the asshole for trying to control his behavior. You are not his parents, so stop treating him like your kid. It's time that he pays full rent. I don't need. Fucking. Okay. I don't become a landlord to your friend. I honestly. I don't know. It's just. I. I think you shouldn't be a landlord to your friend. Am I crazy? I would not want to be in a transactional relationship with a friend of mine. Yes, this needs more upvotes. Easy solutions. Please tell me more about Texas. I know nothing. It's a little big. It's not that big. It's almost as big as Ontario, but it's not that big. Landlord commenters again. Yeah, everybody loves to become a landlord, and am I the asshole? I don't know why. It's like it's like manifest destiny. I had a friend who was a landlord. He was nice. My landlord. Were you friends before he was your landlord or afterwards? How does a 35-year-old childless person tech not have a fucking massive nest egg by that point? I mean, a million reasons. Have you met people? People are so bad with money. Oh, they don't know what they're doing. Let me read this. Get back on his feet. There's your mistake. What if he never gets back on his feet and he's living with you for the next 20 years? Why first of all, why'd you add a apostrophe? Or no, a quotation mark here? There's no incentive for him to get back on his feet, asshole for that. You're a fucking moron. The Cinnamon Blue. You don't have any friends. Okay? I'm sorry, Cinnamon Blue, but you don't have like why would your mistake is having empathy. Your mistake is helping a friend out. There's your mistake. What are you talking about? You can't just who hurt you? Who hurt you in life? Right? Like if you have a friend that you're helping out, your immediate thought is, what if I have to keep helping them out for the rest of my life? Your immediate thought should be, can I accommodate them? And, would it put too much stress on me? And, like, are they going to be okay if I don't help them out? It shouldn't be, I need to fucking, are they going to have to live with me for the next, it's like saying if your friend asks you to help them move, you're not going to be like, oh, what if they have to move every week? Can I really afford helping them out every week? It's like, what are you talking about? DoorDashed all his money away. People in tech do like to spend money foolishly, like buying a Tesla. Okay, Chili and Turn One Forest. I'm giving you an official be nice to each other. Make up. You guys have to kiss. You have to kiss right now. And you can't say psych afterwards. It's crazy how Reddit has been wrong about every single post so far. Not every single post. We still have to kiss. I don't care. Even if I'm behind. I demand that you kiss and make up. That's what I always tell my dog when she gets mad at me. We kiss and we make up. Why am I white girl posting? um, all right. Anybody have any requests for Am I the Assholes? Don't post them in chat unless you're a VIP because you will get timed out for 5 seconds. But you can tell me, and then you can let you post them. Am I the asshole for not letting my coworkers stay at my place even though I have the space? I'm tired of everything's transactional. I want something to be like, am I the asshole for driving over my friend's foot and not going to surgery with him? Am I the asshole for overdoing an Easter basket? There we go. Can you read the Am I the asshole that I had ChatGPT right? No, I will not. Removed! Oh. Don't worry about it. I'm a master hacker. I'm a master hacker. I figured out that they didn't delete their post in a different subreddit called Am I the Bad Apple, which we'll have to investigate after this. Hi Reddit, I 28 female and my fiance 25 male. Ooh, kind of a problematic age gap, but since you're older and you're the woman, I think you're girl bossing it. Slay. Had my 4-year-old daughter with us for her spring break, but we won't have her on Easter this year. Okay, wait, that just broke my brain. I don't know why. So we decided to throw her a small early Easter celebration. Easter's so weird to you, right? I mean, to me at least. Yeah, get your tea. I think tea is good. I have coffee, but we are spilling tea. Because Easter's like, there's like the Easter bunny and like there's chocolate eggs, but also like Jesus Christ allegedly died and then came back. And I don't get how the two are related. We went to the dollar store and put together a simple Easter basket for her. Just some candy, a few toys, and a paint set. Nothing over the top, just something fun and age appropriate. Later, during a phone call with her other family, my daughter told them that what the Easter bunny brought her, That's when my ex-mother-in-law chimed in and said something like, "Whoa, the Easter Bunny got you a lot. It should just be some candy, no toys or anything big. Some people make Easter like Christmas." My ex-mother-in-law. Okay. I felt a little taken back. We weren't trying to outshine anyone or turn it into a huge thing. We just wanted to make the most of our time with her since we don't get to celebrate actual holiday together. Never mind, this was stupid. This was stupid. I'm gonna assume that subreddit is stupid. That was dumb. That was dumb. Jesus was a good egg. That's why there's 12 there's 12 eggs in a dozen. Jesus had his 12 apostles. Or was it 13? Judas doesn't count, I guess. Is it 12 or is it 13? He had a Jesus dozen. But we got rid of the bad egg, right? That was really boring. I'm sorry you had to be subjected to me reading that. I want an asshole. There we go. Am I the asshole? My ex-husband wants a vacation before my travel that will limit my parenting time. And they're the asshole. There's this phenomenon that can only be observed on Reddit where the crazier and worse your title sounds, the less likely you are to be an asshole. It's like the inverse niceness coefficient. My Instagram reels won't stop talking about how eggs are expensive. It's really funny. I don't know why. Can I offer you an egg in these trying times? Eggs are not expensive here, by the way. Okay. Edit to add. I'm not going to read the edit first. You should have wrote that before, okay? That's on you. That's on you. I'm not going to eat it. Fucking when an author has a foreword, when there's like a dust cover, I'm not reading that shit. If you wanted that in the book, you should have put it in the book, okay? I only got so much time to read before I have to read Reddit posts. I'm not going to read your frickin' fucking, what's it called? Nah, whatever. I wouldn't know I'm vegan. Vegan, you can't have eggs, right? Whereas vegetarian, you can. Put this in the book, middle finger. How come it didn't work? How come it wasn't an emoji? My ex reached out asking to take our daughter on a vacation, unsure of where to go and unsure of the exact travel dates, but probably Florida, June 20th to 26th. He will have her starting in June 18th due to his normal parenting schedule. I have a planned personal trip starting in June 18th and then have a work trip starting in June 28th. Because of his request for me to give up the 24th and 25th to take her on this trip, and my work trip requires me to give up 3.5 days as well, I will only see her for 1 to 2 days in a span of 2.5. This is a fucking 10th grade math problem. Oh my god, why are you making me do this? Why are you making me do math? Huh? They said it would be an English assignment, and now they're making me do fucking math. In addition, our parenting agreement says that you know what? I actually don't care anymore. I actually don't care anymore. Once you made me have to do math, you're the asshole. No, people probably call you an asshole just because they had to do that. Am I the asshole for not letting an unknown contractor into my home while I'm not there? Parent A goes on a vacation for 2 weeks and parent B does a triple backflip. How many fucks do I give about their relationship with their daughter? Is it none? It's none. Okay. We've been at it for quite a bit. How long has it been? No, we haven't. It's just, it's been insane. It feels like it's been 5 hours and it's only been 2. Vegan, no eggs. Oh, okay. Do you find it hard to like fit enough protein into your diet? I guess beans are protein, right? Or are they? There's something else, right? They're like a third food group. They're not like animal or mineral. They're like a third different thing. It's not difficult. I drink a protein shake most days. Newspire, I forget. Are you vegan or vegetarian? I think you're vegan, right? And you're also a fed, but okay, you're also a vegan. Damn, I have like the biggest. This chat has the highest vegan per capita population on Twitch right now. I'm sure other chats have way more vegans, but per capita, you guys are killing it. Could I go vegan for a while? I could try. Sounds like I'm not gonna say it sounds fun. That sounds like that sounds rude. It's like my dietary restrictions are not your costume, but you know, it could be kind of fun to go vegan for a little bit. I eat roughly 200 grams of protein a day. It's not hard. I don't even eat 200 grams of protein a day. That sounds hard to me. But also, Newsfire, aren't you like built like a brick shithouse? Positively. I sent you an Am I the Asshole that's totally not fake. Oh my god, you did. Okay, wait, let's see it. Is it in general? No, it's in chili sushi. Oh my god, okay. I can squat 405, that's what you mean? That's exactly what I mean. Okay, wait. We're gonna have to. One second. Okay, so this one is AI generated by our very own Chili Sushi. All right. Chili Sushi's AI, am I the asshole? And apparently he's not the asshole. Good for him. Am I the asshole for telling my sister she can't name her baby after her dead dog? Okay, this sounds bad, but hear me out. Is it actually AI generated? Because I don't really want to read it if it's AI generated. Or did you actually write it out? Be honest, Chili. Be honest. Yes, I literally said. Yes, literally all I said was write an Am I the Asshole post. Wait, and this is what it came up with? It came up with Am I the Asshole for telling my sister she can't name her baby after our dead dog? Oh boy, okay. Bailey was the name of her childhood golden retriever. She was the best dog ever. Wow. Well, you know what? I don't want to actually read a post about a dog dying right now. No offense. Um, but I'm happy for your AI post. I know. I think it could do numbers if you posted it. All right. Let's read the real one. Am I the asshole for asking parents to keep their kids out of an adults-only pool? What is an adult-only pool? Right? Because like if you if you don't have a lifeguard on duty, it sorts itself out, right? Like pretty quickly, it becomes adults only. They fuck in the pool. Didn't somebody get pregnant from that? Or is that an urban legend? First MPreg discovered an adult only pool. Me 31F and my husband 34M. Why do they always include their age? It doesn't matter. Paid quite a bit extra per night to have a room at a resort in Costa Rica. Sorry, was that racist? It wasn't meant to be racist. It was just supposed to be fun. With a swim up room, the section of rooms in particular are the only adult only spaces in the resort. While we were lounging on our chairs in front of the room in the pool, we saw a couple of rooms down, a couple with a 13 to 15-year-old boy with them. There were several signs in the pool indicating it's adults only. Didn't say anything that day. Yesterday, the boy was in the adult pool again, smoking in their section. Oh, snorkeling. He really wasn't bothering us, but it bothered me that we paid hundreds of extra per night for this space, and there's 5 other pools at the resort that are kid friendly. Am I the asshole for asking if he was 18, and when they confirmed he wasn't, I asked if they could respect the adults only rules because of the extra cost? Oh. I don't even know what to say. I think we need to have flights where there's no children, okay? I know this is a controversial take, but I'm so fucking tired of getting on a flight and getting greeted with a goo goo gaga from the 5-year-old pilot. I think they should not be allowed in the piloting schools, okay? I don't think they can even work the computer correctly. And their landing gear is atrocious. They never check it properly. Plus, obviously, I don't want to clap when they land, but it feels like I have to. Adults only, I feel like, is meant to keep out like really little kids. Who gives a fuck when there's a 15-year-old there? I don't want a 13-year-old watching me grab up on my husband. You should be able to grab up on your husband a little. We need a country without children? It's called Japan. Not the asshole. Rules are rules. It's how does that boot taste, Shannara Rose? Huh? How does that boot taste? Rules are rules. However, that being said, I would be inclined to treat it like act like an adult more than you are X many days old. If he's acting like an adult, not bothering anybody, I go with the spirit of the rule rather than let. You know what, Shannara Rose? I hope the boot tastes good and you're enjoying it. Because you know what? I didn't know your game. Maybe you're one of the good ones. Goodness knows that at 15, I would have much rather preferred a pool where I could just swim and not have to deal with the pool games and rambunctious laughter in such a pool full of kids. And the only way they would have let on that I was not 18 was pretty much nothing. Yeah, you know what? Never mind, Shannara Rose. I hope the boot is like one of those fake boots. And is that a thing? You know how like there's like edible underwear for the sexy times? Is there edible boots for the for the bootlickers out there? The boot is made of cake. That's a good show. Everything is cake. I don't think that's the name of the show. Holding the boot on your own neck. Yeah. You know what? You know the band Cake? Cake is like white M&M, right? It's the white M&M of bands. I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know who loves cake? Christine on the Peloton. You know who does not love cake? And has 2 fingers? This guy. Yeah, he really wasn't bothering us. He was a quiet teen minding his own business. You're really going to make a fuss over that? Yeah, I don't know why. Ruining someone's vacation, so the success of their vacation was contingent upon them breaking the rules. Oh, shut the fuck up, Icy Guarantee. Why would you join Reddit 4 months ago? My point, which you failed to address. Fucking nerd, get stuffed in a locker. We read this one yesterday. It was stupid. Am I the asshole for changing reservations over something my sister said? I would love it if they were Aboriginal people and changing reservations meant moving rather than like something boring. This time I ever want a girl with a long jacket and a short skirt. True. I think. You know, I'm gonna guarantee something. I'm gonna throw out something here. Everybody should watch Res Dogs. Reservation Dogs. 10 out of 10 Kino cinema TV show. Really, really good. Really good. And I don't think enough people are talking about it. I didn't even know about it until the second season. But it's really good. It's really good. Is it like Reservoir Dogs? No, that one's about reservoirs. This one's about a reservation. Hope this helps. Throwaway I-20 female turned 20 last week. Good for you. Good for you, you know? I made a reservation at a restaurant for the evening of my birthday and planned for me, my mum, and me stepdad, and me best friend, and me youngest sister to go. Sorry, I'm doing J.K. Rowling writing Welsh accents into the story. 2 days before my birthday, me and my sister had an argument because I wasn't able to pick her up because my friend had a medical emergency and I was the only one with him at the time, so I stayed with him. Yeah, okay. Methinks the lady doth protest too much. I don't actually know what that phrase means, but it's fun to say. Just methinks is a fun phrase. It's a very Redditor phrase, though. I was able to leave when the ambulance arrived due to his sister getting there. Oh my god, can you just write things in a way that's like penetrable for the average human mind? I was panicking at the time and forgot to text her that I wasn't able to pick her up. I completely forgot I was supposed to pick her up and then went home. I apologized profusely and she was still furious. We were both shouting because the argument got heated. Affect me cause? I don't know. It's just such a funny. It's like such an obvious. We were both shouting because the argument got heated. It's like such a nothing burger of a sentence. It's like it doesn't do anything. She then said, "You're acting just like our dad. Our dad was neglectful and emotionally abusive to us growing up. We often argued with him, and he frequently forgot to pick us up from school." This is written like a sitcom where when she says you're acting just like our dad, the main protagonist goes, and then it becomes like black and white, and then it's like a flashback, and it's like 5 years earlier, and it's like the protagonist on the phone, "Dad, are you gonna come pick me up?" And then the phone line goes, "Oh, I forgot. Sorry." And then it goes, "Are you coming to pick me up?" And there's like a dial tone, and it goes, "Psh," and she's like, "Oh." And then it flashes back to reality, and then she gets real mad. She starts seeing red. This comment devastated me. I still have a lot of trauma I'm working through because of our dad, and she knows very well these types of comments hurt. She kept repeating that I was acting like her dad, and I told me that I'm no better than him. I left and she tried to call me, but I didn't answer. I decided to change the birthday reservation from 5 to 4 and texted her that she was no longer invited. I received no reply. I had a good birthday overall, but my sister made no effort to contact me and didn't acknowledge the text I had sent her. Wow, you people are exhausting. When it came time for the dinner, she called me and was screaming that I needed to change the reservation again to include her because she wanted to come. I hung up on her. I had told everyone coming to the dinner what was happening beforehand, and they seemed fine with it until we got to the restaurant. My mom told me she was disappointed I couldn't be the bigger person. I was shocked and asked what she meant. She told me that what she said wasn't that bad. All throughout dinner, she kept saying I needed to get over silly disagreements. I know that's my fault. I know this is my fault for reading these things. But can't you get your lives together? It's like I mean, just both of you grow up. I'm both of you just need to, I don't know, get over it, I guess. It's not that important. I don't know. You're not being an asshole for getting your pick up your sister during an emergency. I agree. And you're not the asshole for wanting to spend your birthday in peace without worrying about fighting with your sister. That's true, but she also, this Redditor says, does it suck that you're you know what? Whatever. Whatever, you know? I thought this was supposed to be filtered. I thought it was gonna be good. It has not been that good. It has not been that good. What? Oh my god. This is so much. She can see your dick and balls. Okay. Girl hates a 4-inch inseam. Honestly, yeah, if they're wide, I could see why people would ask you not to wear that. I wouldn't wear it like a bar mitzvah, you know? I wouldn't wear my my 4-inch inseam shorts to the bar mitzvah. Or the bat mitzvah even, you know? Um hmm. Sherry Wynn Newman. Girls hate the. Oh, I already read that. Okay, let's go back to AITAH and then let's see. My stepmom kissed my boyfriend on the mouth. It's not even am I the asshole? That's just this is like the start of an adult video. I'm not gonna read that one. That just sounds like fetish shit. Um Am I the asshole telling my husband he isn't allowed to come to our baby's appointments anymore after he told the doctor something untrue? Not the asshole kind of hot. It doesn't work like that. Day before he was choking and she was trying to necessitate him. He needed that kiss. It was a necessity. uh, every time he comes over now, he pretends that he's choking. You're going, haha, wouldn't it be so funny if you had to kiss me again? Lol. Uh, Let me start by saying that I sort of feel like the asshole here and I want to know what other people don't know us think. For context, our baby girl is only 3 months. I don't know what kids do once they're 3. Do they could either talk or they could barely hold their head up. It's one or the other. And I don't remember which it is. At 3 months, they could either drink beer if they're supervised by an adult, or they're just learning how to move their arms and legs. I don't know how children develop. I will also be the first to admit that I'm very new at being a mom and have never ever claimed to be perfect. Okay. I was inexplicably scared while I was pregnant, while my daughter herself is way easier than I expected. I have lots of anxiety, which I've been told is very normal. I'm 20, new, a brand new mom, and also recently married. All right, not a judgment on you, but I could not have been a dad at 21. I could not have been a dad. I mean, I don't even know if I could be a dad right now in my ripe old age of 84, but at 21, I was not prepared to have a baby relying on me. At 3 months, they should be independent, have moved out. Oh, okay. So anyway, several nights ago, our baby was crying at around midnight. What is it with babies and crying? Recently, she's been doing good with sleep. One late night feed, and then she sleeps until like 6, 7, which is great. I picked her up and was holding her while sitting up in bed. My husband woke up too and looked at us for about 2 seconds before he went back to sleep, which is fine. A little sleepy, are you? I fed her and she fell asleep. Our TV was still on in the bedroom and I was watching it with the baby asleep on my chest. I didn't want to move her and honestly I just wanted to enjoy the little second of my baby, silence, and the TV. 10 minutes later, my husband woke up screaming. He woke the baby up by immediately snapping in my face and accusing me of having been asleep with her still on me. I, of course, said that I wasn't, but he was adamant I was. It took about half an hour to calm her back down, and then an hour more of his accusations that I was sleeping. I kept saying I literally wasn't, I was watching TV, and I 1,000,000% was. He claims he saw my eyes shut. Okay, I've fallen asleep before, and I've thought I didn't fall asleep. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but it is possible you're wrong too. But anyway, that's not about that, I think. At the next, we probably shouldn't have screamed at you. At the next well baby visit, I don't know what that is. A well baby? I was like a house baby. What's a well baby? Well, more of an apartment block baby, but my husband decided to tell the pediatrician that I co-sleep with our baby. I know that some people can do that safely, but we've opted not to, and the doctor said it's unsafe to do so. I was so pissed. Eventually, my husband backed it down to just co-sleeping sometimes, but that's still not true. I don't even co-sleep at all. He claims he saw me once, which isn't even true. This is maybe why being 20 is a bit too young. I mean, again, I'm not here to tell people what they should do with their babies, but this feels like a weird scenario. Needless to say, I got a lecture from the doctor and some dirty and judgmental looks. I felt awful and like an awful mom. As soon as we got home, my husband asked me what was wrong. I told him it was him. I also told him we would no longer be allowed to come to the visits. My husband got so pissed at me for suggesting that I could stop him from coming to her appointments. Looking back, yes, I understand that I can't do that, but I cannot believe he would do this. I don't know if I should be allowed to. Hit judge here. You're allowed to go a little insane when you have a new baby and don't get any sleep. Here's my thought is that maybe she did fall asleep for like half a second and her husband saw that and he was scared. Because I'm almost certain that they're both pretty scared of being parents, right? I was scared of like owning a dog when I just got my dog. And it's a dog, right? It's pretty independent. Worst case scenario, like they'll poop on your bed. They're not going to actively die if you do something wrong most of the time. So I was pretty scared. And I'm not being the Redditor who's like, dogs and children are basically the same thing. I'm not doing that, okay? I promise. I promise you that. So I just think that what they both need is a good night's sleep. In this court of opinion, I think you both need a good night's sleep. That's it. That's really, I think, is what you need. You don't need to be on Reddit. You just need to have a nap. He was doing that? No, he wasn't. You have to be firm and tell him he's wrong if he wants to continue to slander you to everyone involved. He's being a shit husband. I mean, come on. I don't know if he's slandering you. If he wants to hold the line on lies, he can kick rocks. Okay, whatever. Okay, well. This post doesn't mention his age, only hers. Why do I get the feeling dear husband is quite older than her and there's a power play / control thing? Why does it always go to that? I found a comment of her that says 30. Oh, well, okay, that is kind of weird that he's 30, right? That seems like a problematic age gap, 21 and 30, and you have a kid. And you're married, but it sounds like you're married because of the kid? I don't know. Why is everything... Oh my god. Everybody has like... We keep seeing this. And I keep harping on it because it keeps happening. Every Reddit comment is like, what about this thing I thought of in my shower to get back at him? Next time he does something like this, tell the doctor something like, oh, I'm actually quite worried for my husband. He's been having delusions or thinking dreams are real. What he is saying right now is untrue. I never go sleep with the baby because I know it's unsafe. What this is stemming from is him being fast asleep, waking up from a nightmare or something. He woke up screaming and waking up the baby while I was watching TV. Like, gaslight gatekeep girl boss. Are you talking about the baby or the mom? He scared the baby awake and got in your face. That's never okay. Okay, I'm just... Maybe I have trauma. Okay, this could be my trauma, I guess. But Babies get scared from the stupidest shit ever. What do you mean it's never okay to scare a baby? You don't do it on purpose. But like a balloon popping could scare the shit out of a baby. Like they're idiots. They don't have the prefrontal cortex. They don't even develop memories until they're 14. What do you mean you can never ever scare the baby? It's not gonna die. Okay? Uh, Never maintain healthy communication with your ass, so always lie to the doctor. uh, the marriage is ending because this guy is scary. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know. People yell at each other sometimes. I don't know why this is like am I taking crazy pills? Have you never had an argument in your life? Have you never went a bit too far? And I don't even have a baby that I'm losing all my sleep over. You know? Ah. He didn't believe you. Screamed at you, woke up the baby with his anger, then went back to tell your doctor a lie that makes you look like an unsafe mother. I mean, like, okay, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's just possible maybe you also fell asleep. It's possible. Maybe you also fell asleep. You know what? That's okay. I mean, I don't. You're weirdos. You're weirdos. Okay, but you know what? Redditors are even weirder. Am I the asshole for not helping my cousin lie about her influencer life? This one might be about me. Let's read it. Now, before everybody read it, I know this will probably sound like the biggest, craziest lie you've ever read on Reddit, I guess, but here we go. Someone must live through this, Lamau. I'm gonna edit this for you. There we go. There we go. That's better, right? That's a bit better. My cousin has always been obsessed with social media. A few months ago, she started telling everyone she's working this wellness influencer, working with brands, doing deals, getting flown out, etc. But I know for a fact she still works part-time at the local smoothie shop and lives with her parents. She rents B&Bs for her posts, of course, Lamal. Gotta get on that grind. You think I can afford a Peloton? Nuh-uh. I rent this thing just for the streams. It has to leave every time, okay? If we go over the clock, the repo guys are in here and they're taking it back. I-19F recently got invited to a small gathering she was hosting for some networking event at her house. When I got there, it was literally just her friends pretending to be fans. This was literally the saddest thing I've ever seen. Ring lights set up everywhere, and she asked me to be in the background of her video acting like a client. I laughed and said, nah, I didn't feel comfortable pretending like that. She got super pissed, said I embarrassed her and ruined the vibe, started swearing at me, etc., and kicked me out of the event. I sleep in a big bed with my wife that I rented for 3 hours. The wife or the bed? Later that night, she posted a pic from the party and caption with a bunch of fake brand tags and client appreciation stuff. I didn't comment anything, but I guess one of her friends told her I was being judgy. Now she's blocked me and told my aunt I'm toxic and jealous. I guess she lied for some things here and there, because no way my aunt was mad for this, I guess. Oh my god, you're so 19. I'm like, I couldn't even. I literally could not even. I didn't even say anything rude. I just didn't want to be part of a fake show. Oh my gosh. My mom says I did the right thing and I'm an adult with my own head on my arms, you know? What? That's not a phrase. Do you mean shoulders? Also, funny enough, I got asked tonight if I was an influencer too. I don't think I give off that vibe, but maybe something made them think that. What does that even have to... Oh my gosh, I was at the model party and then one of the models asked if I modeled. Like, I'm not even a model, but like, you guys think it's something about me? She doesn't have shoulders, no neck either. She's like corpse grinder. Thank God I was worried you were a real Pelotoner. I'm a bit of a real Pelotoner, unfortunately. Look at this guy, corpse grinder. Just just Girthy man. Apparently he's very nice though. And he's in Cannibal Corpse, so yeah, pretty cool guy. I'm pro corpse grinder. He buys cheap toys from I want to say Target, and then he donates them. I was gonna say that looks like the Cannibal Corpse guy. His name is Corpse Grinder. Did you think he's an insurance salesman? um, okay. I mean, not the asshole at all. Your friend sounds Delulu. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're also like, who the fuck types like this? I don't know. The only thing I'm gonna say is that this is probably how people do get started, right? In some ways, it's family connections, it's lying, it's pretending, and then sometimes it takes off, sometimes it doesn't. And I've always kind of been on like this high horse about that sort of stuff in the past. And now that I'm trying to now that I've changed my morals to suit what I'm trying to accomplish. No, it's not even like, it's just I don't know, it's just like a sad fact of life. Uh Social media is fake. Yeah. You think this isn't social media? You think I can afford a fourth wall? No, that's also going out in 3 hours. We can't afford that wall. The chair is rented. Parasocial media. Alligator. Anyway, yes, she has fake followers, or she even buys fake likes somehow. I mean, whatever. Basically, you guys are 20. Just deal with it. The streamer is Delulu. It's really good. What is it with people wanting old adult only pools? This is the second Am I the asshole about adult only pool? Not even view body. Are you even trying? I am view body. This is all I can afford. Why do you have to call me out like that? Okay, I live in a military town. Oh, hello, for Sorry. Hey, Phyrexian, how's it going? Long time no see. Hope everything is well. I live in a military town, and my apartment complex is pretty close to base. As a result of this, my complex is 90% young singles or young families. I, 25F, work as a nurse and live alone at my apartment complex. I get stuck inside so much at work, so I cherish my outside time. I like to sit on the loungers by my apartment pool and read books. Good for you. A few weeks ago, I was reading by the pool, and some asshole kid with a water gun came up to me and sprayed my book beyond repair. Oh, that is rude. I'm watching this during office hours. Oh shit. No one goes to those anyways. I feel like that is kind of true, right? Either nobody goes or like a lot of people go. Last semester, I don't think I even had a single student stop by. I think that's like living the dream, right? All you need now is tenure, and then you're golden. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's fucked up. The mom was apologetic but didn't offer to replace my book, and I immediately went to the office and reported them. I feel like there's like it's always like everything's an extreme, you know? Everything's an extreme on Reddit. You either do nothing and you roll over and you bend backwards, or you have to basically go to the absolute maximum thing, right? Like, short of short of suing them, you went immediately to the office and reported them. Just, I mean, I don't know. It's just not how you deal with people. The family got a 1 month ban from using the pool for breaking its rules, and the mom was furious with me. The pool has a really extensive usage agreement that everybody has to sign, detail and behavior not allowed, mostly due to. I mean, okay, nobody reads the agreement, right? It's like nobody's gonna read the agreement. Sue them for a new book, yeah, basically. 2 more years. Oh, nice. That's actually really good for tenure, right? I called them home and knocked on their door for 3 hours until they answered. We weren't allowed to have candles. That makes sense. I don't think you need to put that in the agreement. Wait, do you mean for the house or for the pool? Eula, more like Pula. Plus Tua for you. For the apartment, okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the apartment makes more sense, but like for the pool, I'm just gonna sign that. Anyways, I asked the office lady if there were any hours where kids weren't allowed or if they would ever consider making adult only pool days. I was honestly exhausted because there's so many badly behaved kids at the apartment pool. Most of these dependopotamuses. I don't think you're allowed to say that. I don't think you're allowed to say that. Suck at disciplining their kids where I live, but maybe it's just Gen Z in general, to be honest. Appeal to generation. Appeal to generation. I would probably suck at parenting, which is why I don't have kids. I'm too soft and I like telling anyone what to do. You immediately ratted on the family. What do you mean you're too soft? You literally Karen them within like a moment. She said it was a good suggestion. If I start a petition, the owner of the complex would probably approve. Well, I did, and it got 150 signatures. You're such a busybody. Oh, I posted on the door to the mailroom. It was approved that no children are allowed on Sundays. So many women are complaining on the complex's Facebook page about it. It has a Facebook page? But I've been this past Sunday, and y'all, it was so peaceful. Oh my god, I hate people who say y'all like that. No screaming kids, no water guns, no crimes, and I could even get in the pool. I don't think 1 day out of 7 is super unreasonable. Oh, am I the asshole? Dependopotamus is such a regular thing to say. It kind of is, yeah. Only allowed 2 guests at a time. Yeah, we have a guest limit. If they write that shit, I think it's really just to like have a reason to write you up if they need to. Classic 20s nurse behavior. I don't know a lot of nurses. I know some nurses. The nurses I know are really nice. Actually a family friend. I don't know why I said family friend. It's just my friend is a nurse. So you know what? I'm not even gonna go into any of that. But I mean, like, it's just I don't know. I don't know. Just need a lifeguard, I think, is what this situation needs. But they're not gonna have a lifeguard at the apartment pool. As a kid, I used to live at the apartment pool. You know? It was great. You didn't need to even get up to use the washroom. Nobody drowned that I'm aware of. We also had a sauna, and we would piss in the sauna a lot, and it would stink real bad. um, but anyway, you don't have a lifeguard here at your beach? Actually, honestly, we don't have a lifeguard at the beach a lot of the time. It's true. It's crazy they have water guns though. We never had water guns at the pool. Although that sounds sick. That sounds really awesome. Sounds like fun. And spoken in the voice of Mallory Archer, and this is why we can't have nice things. You're still quoting Archer? The show that stopped being funny 5 seasons ago? Are you for real? Feral kids at the pool. Okay. I don't know. I would just. Maybe I'm soft. I would just stop going to the pool if the kids were annoying. That's just me. That's just. I just. It doesn't sound fun to relax by the apartment pool. right? Is this React Court? It's the Chatters Court deep thick pizza, but yeah. If there's annoying kids there, I just suck it up and leave. I do it all the time. Yeah, basically. Yeah, because of the well, no, but like this is an indoor pool, right? I always assume it's an indoor pool because it gets too cold here to have outdoor pools very often. Is this Nubby's cum refractory? No, it's shut up. But like it can't be fun to sit by an indoor pool to read a book. I always assume outdoor because I'm a southerner. See, that makes sense. Every apartment I've been at is an outdoor pool. Okay, fair enough. Because in Canada, outdoor pools are very rare. She said y'all. Maybe she's from New Brunswick or something. I don't know. Damn. Anyway, you know, if it is outdoors, I get that more. I get way more that it's outdoors. If it's indoors, I don't understand it at all. Anyone from Canada saying y'all is stolen valor? My culture's not your Reddit affectation. Y'all gotta quiet down. Listen up here, y'all. Um, I'm gonna bring back cool beans. I used to say cool beans a lot, and then my wife didn't like it, and then I kept doing it for another 4 years, and then naturally just kind of went away. Had a damn y'all, this really blew up. Yeah, here, gorsh, yuck, yuck, yuck. You spy, aren't you literally a foreigner? Hey, 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 hey. No xenophobia in the chat. I went on a date with a guy in February who said woot IRL. That's a key. That's husband material right there. Source, I say woot sometimes. And I'm a husband, so you know, I mean, logically it makes sense. And you still say herb derp. I went to medieval times. I want to say, man, when was this? I think my cousin was visiting from Kazakhstan, and we went to medieval times, which I always thought was a Canadian thing, but it's not. It's American too. And that's where I learned just how much and how unrelentlessly horses shit. Which is it's the not just the amount, but the odor of it is astounding. They literally have like jockeys on backup with the shit scoopers. But there was a guy sitting next to me. He got he got the chicken dinner. He got the party hat, and every time his night was coming on, he would yell. He would raise a drumstick, and he would yell, "Huzzah! Huzzah!" And he made the experience that much better for me. So huzzah, man! If you're still out there, and I hope you are, although you were a bit older, and I know COVID kind of ran numbers through your population demographic. I hope you're still out there huzzahing to this day. I didn't know you guys had medieval times. Yeah, yeah, we did. It's damn American. How could it be American when it's like set in Europe, right? How could it be American? It's Midwestern as fuck. No, no, it's European if anything. COVID did run a train on the elderly. It's true. Because the castles are fake as shit. Well, obviously they're fake. We don't have castles. Everything here was built like 100 years ago and it's already falling down. Uh, I could see them having this one fucking location in fucking Regina. I think there's one in Regina. There's McDonald's castles through and through. McMansions, but castles. That could be fun. Actually, yeah, let's look at that. Let's look at some McMansions. Is there a subreddit for that? McMansion Hell? This is a good website. But it's written by a real person. I didn't. What the hell? Oh my god! What was that? Sub goal achieved. Whoa! Who subbed? Wait, but who subbed?
Go, Onion.
Born Baller. Oh my god!
The tools.
Hello, Born Baller. Thank you for the sub. Simulacra for bootlickers. I didn't know they were based like this. What the hell? I was not. Simpsons hit and run time. You know what? You're actually right. Okay, let me set up a sub goal for Simpsons hit and run. That was not the sub goal because we already hit it and also forgot about it. I thought that was a Simpsons hit and run sub goal. Madge. Look, I didn't set it up. I'm sorry. Okay, but we'll count those. Okay, you know what? I'll do it. I'll do it for the next stream. I'm gonna write it down in my in my journal to do it, and we'll do it for sure. Hit and run sub goal, and who knows? Maybe it will be like the Simpsons version, right? Or maybe we'll have a driving stream. We'll see. I'm joking. We're not gonna run anybody over. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know they were based like this. Our architects are usually, I feel like architects are more left than they are right. Am I crazy to say that? Can confirm. Okay, anyway, let's look up some McMansions. Having worked in architectural salvage, their Hilldog 2016 left though. I don't know what that means, but this is a nice place, right? Am I crazy? Oh, design appreciation. Okay, good. Because I was like, this doesn't. It's a mansion, but it's not a McMansion. It looks pretty well designed. Guy who has no idea anything about house design. Well, it's house shaped. It's pretty house shaped. Look at that. That's a Spanish revival house from the 1920s. Yeah, I can read the title too. I'm an architectural whore. Well, that's good, I think. I didn't even see the title. John Stamos' former Clabasa's house with golden toilets. Okay, I love my parents, but they have the tackiest toilet seats I have ever seen. And I keep trying to get them to change them, but he doesn't want to. Or they don't want to. Does anybody like to sit in chairs like these? Make me think that I'm in Men in Black. Here, let's make it a bit bigger. There we go. Also, hot take, but I don't like glass tabletops. Hot take. But glass cutting boards, that's the only way. That's the only way. Side note, my second job is sharpening knives. Have you ever felt like he wanted to sit inside of a bird cage? Because now you can. Now you can. Tempered glass cutting boards. Okay, I've never had a kitchen where like the element is in the center. Is it nice? Like I feel like it could be nice, but it could also suck. But I love this little counter over here that does nothing. Or actually, maybe this counter too. This is not a functional kitchen. This is not a very functional kitchen. The wet bar. It's a swim up bar? A boardroom? See, again, glass table. I don't like that. That what is that? Is that for a baby? Or like a short adult man? What is that? Is that for a dog? Why is it made out of acrylic? Ooh, look, they got a mini bar in their bedroom. I don't have a problem. What are you talking about? Who's John Stamos, by the way? I know we're looking at this. John Stamos. Genuinely, I don't know who this man is. Is he the main character in You? No, that's Penn Badgley. A name if ever there was one. He's the fucker from Full House? Huh. What am I looking at here? John Stamos. Who's obsessed with the beach? I don't know. I've never watched Full House. I'm not from America. This is just gaudy, right? Like a bit or a lot. This this is a toilet for a CEO. This is a CEO mindset toilet. Wait, it's square? That's not comfortable. That doesn't look comfortable, right? Square toilet? It's like this is what you'll find like a PS1 itch.io game. American TV known to never be consumed outside of the nation. Yeah, I'm being facetious, you're right. But I feel like Full House it might be a bit outside of my age. That's a toilet from Will I Am's house in the Herbs for PS2. What the hell's the Herbs? Sims in the City. Oh god. Maybe we should play this. Okay, I want to save that. That looks like a fun game to play. I hate this. I hate when you have a shower that you can't close. Also, I'm not a fan of this, but that's just my style. Feels like I'm flooding my bathroom, yeah. Full House is where the Olsen twins got their big break. I thought it was The Parent Trap. Well, this is quite a house. This is a house, yeah. All right, I don't want to look at the houses that are good. Stately historic home with possibly the most pedigreed address in all of the USA. I don't know what that means. Okay, well, that's boring. Don't show me the outside of a house. Parent Trap is Lindsay Lohan? Wait, does Parent Trap not have a set of twins? I was always under the assumption that Parent Trap had a set of twins. Or does Lindsay Lohan play two people? It's got Lindsay. Wow, okay, it worked on me, I guess. My dumbass always thought it was a pair of twins. Oh, this is also a good house. This is also a good house. don't think you need to know anything about anything to think that that is not a house you want to live. Look at this window. Look at this window. Why is it so wavy? While they were working on it, a strong breeze came by and it got wet. It got wet, and so the foundational, the roof foundation wore. This looks like a laser tag place. It really does. The more you look at it, the less it makes sense. What are these things over here? It's like 3 entrances, but they're really wide. What's that? Why is there like a mirror to the other dimension up here? Are those exclamation marks? Is the house exclaiming? Put it out of its misery. Put it out of its misery. Me when I'm an architect, but also a stoner. Looks like you threw up on the floor playing laser tag here. I don't want Thursday appreciate. My dumbass went on the subreddit when it was a Thursday. This is the house that Jack built. I mean, the house that John built. Never mind, my bad. I love the minions. Yeah, people love having like long enough parking lot that it becomes its own private road. Huh? Okay, I'm gonna I think reveal to you right now, by my lack of knowledge of why this is a McMansion. I think the main reasons from the first picture is that it's just a bit too wide. And it has like a weird architectural column thing going on here with like a facade for kind of no reason. But we're going to keep going. I'm not going to read the comments yet. That will either validate or invalidate. And you know what? Now I'm going to reveal that I'm a genius because this looks like dog shit. The wall looks really bad. And it's just this is like the Soprano house. This is the Soprano house. This is where AJ tried to commit Minecraft. This is where Tony had a heart attack. Okay, I'm starting to reel it in a little mentally. It's such a big property, but they don't have like they have like vinyl countertops. Right? And the wood, I don't want to say is fake. It could be real, but it looks a bit fake here. It looks even faker here, actually. Or maybe it looks more... I don't know. I think it's just that the wood doesn't match the countertops. They don't have a good... They're not vibing, as the kids would say. Again, I mean, same issues I have here. Also, the art fucking sucks. That's nice. That's fine. But just having wine bottles as the art does not an art make. This room is just kind of weird. This is like where the Bluths hang out, and then Tobias jumps off from the second story, right? Okay, I'm gonna read some comments now. I think it's the columns. You're correct. There's a science of dimensions in the windows and the architectural elements. Just a generic 2000s McMansion build. That floor tile was the gray wash luxury vinyl plank flooring of the 2000s. Oh, okay, interesting. Floor tile. This, honestly, I don't hate this. This is kind of nice. It's fine. It's fine. It's not... It's fine. I don't particularly think... Like, this space could be a bit better used, I think. Because it just feels kind of sterile to me. And I also... I don't like areas like this where they don't do anything with it, because it feels like you needed a place for a room, but you couldn't afford like the extra plywood to make it go all the way to the ceiling. Like it just kind of hits that way. 2000s is retro now. I guess that's true. This is tame for gaudy soulless mansion. You take that right back. Look at this. This is horrifying. This makes me want to puke. This feels horrible. This is like catwalk over a maximum security prison during lockdown type shit. House of Mirrors. This just I don't it just it's an optical illusion. Like this one feels really bad. This specific picture, it's it hurts the brain and boggles the mind. Hey Stanch, how's it going? We're doing some McMansion. It's a judgmental day. We're just judging things today. But yeah, I mean, this literally looks like you're a prison warden and you're going to be patrolling up above with like with your rifle to make sure that nothing bad is happening. I don't know. It feels it's like too open and yet too closed at the same time. And also, why can't they just pick an angle? It goes like straight, then curved, then straight, then zigs. This one zags, then curves again, then zigs again to zag eventually. This is the panopticon, yeah. Yeah, this angle isn't too bad. It's whatever. I don't know if that chandelier is safe. TV too high. Oh, I guess if you're lying down. It's too small too, but whatever. I feel like you could have afforded to upgrade the TV, right? Fireplace feels wrong here. Fireplace feels like not the choice to have in like a desert environment. At least not in your bedroom. You're not going to be holed up here on a midwinter's night morn, you know? You don't really to me, I don't know. To me there's like some dissonance with having that there, but well, it doesn't really matter. This is the shower that the help uses. And yeah, I mean, yeah, like just I don't know what it is, but it doesn't look nice. Right? Like I could design something like this by accident. But people shouldn't have bought it. Like it's like if somebody drew a house from memory. I think that's the way I would describe it. It's like if somebody drew a house from memory. So dimensions and proportions of everything. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, because like these doors are smaller than these windows, which feels weird. What's up with the octagon window up there? It's so that you can pretend that you're in a submarine. Oh no, no, yeah. Weird little porthole, exactly. um yeah. Also, it's just the placement is really gaudy. Right? Like your only neighbor is like a freeway. It is Arrested Development. It really is Arrested Development coded. You're right. They're just building out of the foothills of the valley. Great view of LA traffic. You can spot celebrities going home. It's the model home. It really is. All right, you know what? Let's look at a nice home that's also huge but feels nice. Like this is huge. This is opulent AF. This kind of gives me like a bed and breakfast type vibe, but like if it's a really expensive bed and breakfast. What major city is this out on the suburbs of? This is ooh. This is a cozy room. It's extremely inviting. I think the piano kind of makes it. The piano being over there makes you think, wow, piano. Like even having the closet there makes sense for some reason. I can't articulate to you why. I think it's just because it's like a balance thing. There's a very good balance in the room. This is like where you would host like your freaky succession parties where you have to hunt the piggy, you know? This is a renovated 1920s house. Old pre-1950 houses are insanely well thought out. Wait a minute. Is this lost? Is this lost? Is that lost? I think that's lost. Is that lost? Yeah, this is a good. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, it feels like it's lost. I don't know what those things are. Are they books? I think they are books, right? It's weird to display them like that, but whatever. That's not my house. They're books. You're a book. Sorry. Alberta. Why would you crop it like this, you piece of shit? I'm not gonna look at it. Australian 6-car, 10-bed, 2-family McMansion. Okay. Why does this exist? I ask myself that every day. Stange, do you live in this house? Are you upset that you're in this? That is a lot of garages. It's like it's like if Cars had a, you know, the cars from Cars. If this is what they would live. 2008 era recession. Did they have a 2008 recession in Australia? Wait, is it for two families? Okay, so I know there's an architectural term for this with the way that the roof is, but it's not anything. Like this is like if you had a 3D printer and you asked it to generate like a print to reach certain points and it did it like this. But it doesn't make any sense when you look at it. Like it just looks like an abomination, right? Like it looks bad. It's called the global financial crisis. Yeah, but the 2008 recession was spurred by the subprime mortgage crisis. Revit auto roof. Yes. Well, that's part of the technique that allowed these roofs to be built, right? But I don't know. I guess it's the framing. I don't know. But this roof looks like shit. Leaves clump up in the little valleys when you do this. Yeah, I honestly, like a family of 4 could live in this roof. Clothesline private access, clothesline public viewing. It's funny that they care enough to have a clothesline and then like half the property is manicured grass. I don't want, you know what? I don't want to keep looking at this one just because I want to be the one who makes these funny observations, okay? No trees on the property, no problem. Are trees an issue in Australia? You know what pisses me off? What the fuck happened to all those rich people having greenhouses? Greenhouses are cool. What do you think about the front of the house? It's a bit tall. It's a bit tall. It's not too bad though. It all depends on the quality of the building, right? No trees for leaves in the. Oh, true, true. You're right. It's an actual. Well, we don't know. I mean, you might know that. That's early 1800s. The first house ever built in America. This tape from the game blueprints, great game, terrible design philosophy. This is, I mean, yeah, 100%. I am not building. I'm not building the best houses and blueprints for sure. Um, this is the house of Windows. The house that Windows bought. It's like you compromise on having floor to ceiling windows. I love the little ones here for the basement too. Just I don't know. Oh, and of course they drive a Jeep. It's a Jeep thing. You wouldn't get it. It's a Jeep thing. It's a Jeep thing. Okay. I am going to I know this might sound crazy. I'm going to defend these houses just a tiny bit. Because I think the reason why they look so stupid is because of the way that the land was apportioned for these lots. Is that the fault of the builder? Yeah, yeah, probably. Um, but this is like Suburbia 101, right? Like this is like I don't know how much it'll cost now, but this is like the $1 million house, or at least it used to be. They don't look great, but I'm sure they're functional enough. And you know what? Like the garage is not that insultingly big. They tried more with this one than the average mansion neighborhood development was trying to be a Dutch colonial. A Dutch colonial. If I knew any historical jokes. You accidentally picked my exact autism topic? No, this was a sting operation for you, pizza. This is how I get new viewers. I research what what people have an autism topic about, and then I stream about it. And then that way they're snared. They're caught for the whole segment. Um, is this UK's answer to the McMansion? This just doesn't look like a house. This looks like a museum for old cars. It looks like a roadside motel. No windows. I think this looks like a museum for old cars. Americans love McMansions. CNBC. This is a nice house. Holy. You know what? It's the snow. The snow being there bumped it up like 2 house levels for me. Damn, this is like the room where you find out that your grandmother was actually your mother. But because of the family business, they couldn't tell you until after she died. Like, this is a traumatic room for some people. There are McMansions everywhere for eyes to see them. No, the reason is there's a Thursday design appreciation post. I assume it's because they got tired of having bad. You know, I think it's a good thing. I think every subreddit that hates on a certain topic should have a day where they're positive about that topic, right? Otherwise, you just get like it just becomes an Ouroboros of hate. Flint, Michigan, 4 bedrooms, 5 baths, over 4,000 square feet. Asking price is just under 400,000. That is insanely cheap. Nightbub Stanch, what time is it for you guys? I heard you guys are having like a streamer house. Is that correct? Are you all living together? 10 a.m. Okay. um, it's a Dutch colonial that has had multiple additions as well. Addition by subtraction. It does look like there was a house and then they added two little houses on the side. Kind of an awkward place, but eh. That looks nice. Yeah, that looks really nice. I don't know why, but this looks like a liminal space. It looks wrong, right? 400K is a steal? It is, yeah. It really is. Stange was staying at the streamer house, but is no longer here. Oh, okay. This is where they had the water crisis, where they don't have clean drinking water. I do know that, yes. Oh, yeah, that might be why it's so cheap. It's the all white. Actually, if it was all white, I think Flint would not be having such a big water problem. Stange is no longer with us. R.I.P. Stange. Does that mean that the video will never get made? This is an awkward room, but it's not too bad. What is that, though? I thought it was a fridge, but now I don't know. It looks like a bad vending machine. It looks like a vending machine, but you don't get to pick what you get. That's an IKEA cupboard. Okay, I'm gonna crash out for a second, and then I'm gonna crash back in. Also, look. They also have like the linoleum sort of thingies, but because they have like a white, not wooden colored cabinets, they actually look good. So yeah, I think the other one, the problem I had was just like the the mixture of the coloring. It'll be made in Stange time. No, 100% Stange. So I want to stress 100% that I appreciate you working on a video at all, and I don't have any expectations. And yeah, basically, I'm not paying you. You're doing me a favor. So yeah, just want to say thank you, and also that like maybe I sounded a bit weird over DM, and I didn't mean it to be like that. So just yeah, my point is, I appreciate the favor, and you don't owe me anything. Okay, so back to this room, but it is a bit of a weird space, right? You have the kitchen here, or the sink, and then you have to go all the way around to get to the hob, the furnace, and then your fridge is over here. It's kind of a weird one. Your industrial sized fridge. There's nothing Americans love more than having a huge fucking fridge. You know? Also, what's with these David Bowie ass cover art of your kids called Layla, Mackenzie, and Riley, and none of them are spelled correctly? Is this the show kitchen or the servant's kitchen? It has to be the show kitchen. It has to be, right? The floor looks like concrete. The floor looks a bit weird. That's nice. That's nice and cozy. That's a washroom. We don't need like you don't need to include the washroom pictures, right? That's just kind of an older washroom design. I assume the house is old. This is the room with all the white in it though. Okay, anyway. House is probably 1930s or 1940s. Oh, it's a boomer house? It's a baby boomer house? Boo, we hate the boomers, right? Boo. Ooh, next available at 10 a.m. We can go to that viewing, huh? Amateur McMansion. House built like it's pretending to be a brewery. I love this like moat or like this castle what'd you call it? A flange, a castle perimeter? It's medieval times, yeah. But look, they couldn't afford enough bricks or a facade for everything. And so they just use some of it. It has to be a work in progress, right? But it's like a work in progress of like something that'll never finish. Bo fucking Witch Haven RuneScape Stone. Oh, this is like a house I would build for a sim. This is what I would build for my sim, and it just gets bigger and taller instead of like expanding and like having a normal. It started off as a one floor, and then it went up to 2 floors, and then 3 floors. That's a health center. Yeah, it's facing east so that all the what's it called? Oh, like a sanitarium. What is it called? You know what I'm talking about? When you have that bad humors? Maybe. Okay. This is an amateur McMansion, it says. I kind of like it. It's not perfect, but it's not the most egregious house. It's a bit too modern design though, without like the same the same like it's a bit too much. If you want like a modern house, I feel like it should be more flat and like less like columny. At a bus made us park our cars facing east, which is not how the lines of the parking lot were. Is it for the feng shui of the parking lot? Not as bad because it's not trying to be a hodgepodge of a bunch of historical style together. I like the fake wooden ladder. I think that's just because they're working on it. Although maybe you're right. Maybe it is just fake. You think it's just there for fun? That does not look safe. Yeah, true. Well, it's in Brazil. I don't know. Maybe they have different health codes over there. I really don't like these things though. I don't know what they're gonna be, but I don't like them. This one is a discussion debate. Honestly, first impression is that it's pretty busy, but it doesn't look too bad. But it is a bit too busy. And a bit too big. Like the one we saw in like Tudor style house. This is a weird space though. Oh, the mud. Oh, it's for a dog. Never mind. Now it. I mean, I love this house. It's for a dog. The house with a dog in it. You're the asshole. What the hell? Hello, JTV Mad Dog. It's been a while, a hot minute. It's a tavern, inn, or ale house. Oh yeah, I would love to get sloshed here after like adventuring for a month. That's nice. Chip and Joanne Gaines as BS. I don't know who that is. It's gonna be bullshit farmcorn side. The back is kind of an atrocity. It's too windowy. Why didn't they show the inside? They could only gain access into the mud room. It's just for a dog, I told you. It's the house with a dog in its walls. Discussion debate. No, I want something that's bad, and then I could say it's bad, and then Reddit will agree with me, and I'll feel good about myself. Let's see specifically for the doghouse. Um, First impression, you don't need a second house for your garage. I hate those chairs. They look like shit. In fact, this whole counter I hate. I hate it so much. Why is it? I hate it. You're gonna drop shit off the. It's not good. It's not. If you're gonna have like a pull up, I don't know what the phrase is, like a pull up bar sort of scenario thingy. Why would you elevate the place where you eat? Why wouldn't it be the same level as like the? I hate it. I don't like it. What is that a? The fuck? It's like they got like the Men in Black chair, but they made it for a baby. But it's also like they're also gonna get a haircut at the same time that they're eating their food. What is that abomination? What is that? That also has it has three different colors of metal on it. Bonsai's cool though. Although not perfectly trimmed. I don't think it's really. Alright, great. That's a wolf though. I think that's a wolf. That's a good. That's a fucking expensive range. And holy shit, they got a water filler too? That's sick. I bet this hood is a piece of shit though. I can't imagine they actually cook. Why do you need an oven, an oven, and then a microwave? Why do you need three ovens? And wait, what am I? That's a cuisine art. Is it the 6-quart model, or did they cheap out and go with a 5-quart? Can't tell. I can't tell. Okay, wait. Let me. Hey, that one that was over Photoshop. You just scrolled past. The one is gonna be high. Okay, wait. This is the house from Ex Machina. Great place to put your Nintendo Switch too. Is that a very long and short microwave? It is a very long, you're right, yeah. The baby chair is insane. Who actually cooks without wouldn't choose a kitchen this white? I think it's not bad. You can maintain a white kitchen. Just get rid of all the spices, am I right? Hanging lightsabers are bad. I didn't even notice them. The listing before this one. Oh, this one. Yeah, that's definitely. We'll look at it maybe later. I what? Why? Why? This is so weird. This is such a weird room. Fuck, they got like is that like a little like panel that you press on and then like outlets come out that you see in like a conference room? What the hell is that? That's so weird. And you got like no it's a weird bedroom. A very weird bedroom. It could be a light, maybe. Portal 2 bedroom? I'd be tripping my ass to bed every night. Yeah, I mean it's not on the ground, but it's also not raised. It's just such a weird compromise. I don't like it. I don't like it. This one's more normal. The fucking pop out headlamp like a Mazda Miata. Places to lay my dead ass to sleep. Like this doesn't this look like it's like it looks fake. I don't know why. It's like the little hedges. They just look like it's a video game. This looks like a video game to me. Is this a little kid's room? This little kid like did not have any fun growing up. They had a very bleak existence. Also, what the hell is up with the floor? It was also in this bedroom. Is it carpet? Is it like it's not shag, but it's like carpeted? It's really weird. There's a Chanel ad on the wall. I'm trying to guess the kid's age. Like she could be 10, but she could also be 3 and her parents made her room. Look at how tiny. Actually, maybe they're just women. Women have small feet in general. It's one thing I learned about them in many years of my academy training. That sometimes they have small feet. Uh-oh, you gotta replace that wire. I don't know if it's capturing on stream, but this wire is sagging. It doesn't really even matter, but they are. Bed so big, chair so small. Yeah, it's true. This is just a weird room. Honeycomb inset. Could be fine. Whatever, that's fine. The infinity pool sink. Got that fucking neon blue. What the hell is this? I forgot that this is the house we're looking at. I forgot that's what it looked like on the outside. It's been so long, I forgot. So I'm assuming this is a movie room, right? It's just so insane to project the picture of the outside of the house on in the movie room when you're staging it. It just looks so weird, right? I don't know. They have a film poster 300 and Top Gun. Does an 18-year-old boy own this house? What's going on here? Okay, I'm sure this is a functional space. I'm sure this is a functional space, but to me, it just feels like 20 people huddled up in a huge empty room, right? I don't know why. It just feels that way. It feels off. Like it feels like this would be the lobby to like a resort, right? Like this would be like if the hotel had like a rooftop terrace, it would look like this. Right? I don't want to sit there. You'll be fine if you had like the 20 drinks beforehand, but yeah, it feels like weird. Not much else I can say. It just feels weird. Um, this looks like this looks like a fucking orange. What do they remember in TF2? We had like the capture the flag orange maps where everything was made out of like the orange texture. This feels like that. Looks like Portal 2. That's the other thing I thought of is that it feels like it's the staining on the wood. It makes it look cheap. Makes it look very cheap. I would kill to have like this though. Like a barbecue. I don't know, but when you look at it from far away, it looks like a piece of shit. It just looks really bad. It looks off. I know. You know, it looks off. Play sucks. Roblox it does have a very Robloxian Robloxian feel to it. Yeah, you're right. This is fun. We should be judgmental more often. I watched the iDubbbz video on H3 because I remember iDubbbz apparently grew up and I wanted to see what that meant. And it feels like he kind of did grow up a lot. Which is nice. I'm happy for him. But then it made me like he was talking about how, he feels bad about like, judging people and being like kind of a dick basically and also saying racial slurs. But in the context of this, it's okay because they're houses and they're owned by rich people, and it's okay to be rude by rich people. Is it worth watching as someone who has never watched iDubbbz vid but has heard people whinge about him constantly for 5 years? Not really. Like it's not. It's I don't know. Can we judge a little? We can judge a little bit. We can judge a little bit. But we shouldn't tell the people. They shouldn't know we're judging them. How many real money is 1 million Robux? If I get my way, it'll be worth 1 million real money because Robux would be the national currency in Yelnatstan, which will be a little nation that I'll found. Discussion debate. This is not a house. This is a school, right? If I see this, I'm assuming it's a school. This has to be a school, right? They couldn't even afford like a driveway. This is a house. This is a house? How can this is a house for like 8 families to live in at the same time and never encounter each other? This is like the first like 5 steps I make in fucking blueprints is I build to the left and then I build to the right. Trading real life goods for Robux would probably work in middle school. That's true. Yelling for the president of the Alberta / Western Canadian separatist movement. I don't live in Western Canada. I don't know where this notion is coming from. I live in the East Coast. Oh, fuzzy carpeted stairs are so weird to me. You cannot, like, this is such a weird house. Wait, is half the house just garages? I don't like this place. This place is like where you host your father's like 60 or 70th birthday, and then it finds out that like one of your siblings in Minecraft, because of the abuse they suffered by their father, and then you beat them up. Okay, we gotta look at this house. This house, it reminds me of like a puzzle that you're in the middle of solving and then you like rotated it to be a semicircle. That's what it reminds me of. Like these sections of the house can like go into each other and then it'll become like a straight line. Looks like nose pass. What's nose pass? Nothing much. What's nose pass with you? But it's like it's a weird house. It is a weird house. That looks like a face. It's a Pokemon. Oh, okay. I don't know any Pokemon. All right, a third of the house for the garage, naturally. That is a fuck ass room. That no, that doesn't. I don't like that. That is a fuck ass room. That is not a room for people. Triple garage is funny to me. Stanch, you don't get it. Okay? The family of 4 needs 6 cars because what if the SUV is already being used by Riley for her glamping trip? Huh? And Chad needs it to take his whole soccer team to the soccer factory. You just don't get it. They need the 6 cars. This is a fake house. It's real to me. All of the house is garage floor. What is this table? It's so tall. It's not a table, it's like a countertop. But it's also a table. It does both. It does both, but neither thing's well. Yeah. I don't even need to cut like this. I hate non-square rooms or non-rectangular rooms. I hate this room the most. I don't like this room at all. This is where you park your Jeep because it can't be out in the rain because it'll rust over. I don't know what half of this shit is, and I'm mad. I wish it was actual Zillow listing so I could keep score of how often my build day predictions were right. 90% success rate. I like they colored the kids' room at least. Which one is the kids' room? Is it this one? I don't think anybody's ever lived in this house. But I feel like if it could be haunted, it would be. That bathroom. This one, yeah, it's a lot. They put a project source $25 porch light in the bathroom above the tub. I believe you. That's a $25 plastic porch light from Lowe's. I know the exact one. You really are autistic for this, huh? Okay, I want to look at the worst house we can find. It was my job, but also yes. Okay, well. It's a good day when diagnosis and profiteering come hand in hand. A weird room, right? Weird room. Just weirdly lit. When hyper focus and profit converge, that's when the entrepreneur is born. But it's kind of a weird room. Why? I don't understand this. Why do you have a mirror that's angled up? Who's it for? Who's on the lookout for that? Gotta go make dinner, but I'm leaving stream open. All right, see you later, pizza. Tall people? Extremely tall people. Because how tall are doors? How tall are doors? 6 feet 8 inches. So to be at basically eye level, you're gonna have to be as tall as the door. So either an NBA player lives in this house, or nobody's looking at themselves here. They got a window as the ceiling so you can see the sky. Well, that is true. They do. I mean, it's a sunroof. I don't. It's not bad. It's just like it's a weird choice for this room. Shag. Wait. Wait. How many floors is this house? Like sort of two. Yeah, the mirror probably pointed at them too. Thinko. I I don't know. Maybe I'm too. I don't. Whatever pill you have to take to to think about 2 bedroom houses. It's weird to me that the master bedroom is on the first floor. But it's even weirder to me that there's a double door to enter it. Just doesn't feel very private. It's like this is like if an office kitchenette got redecorated into like the babysitting room because the CEO had a baby. Like this is uncanny. Like why is there a sink here but a foosball table, a chess board that you have to sit on pillows to play, but also a miniature teepee? Like this is and fluorescent lighting. It's insane to have fluorescent lighting in here. This is like if the back rooms designed a kid's place. It's weird. I don't like it. And what is this like little slit here? It's so that the guy in the walls can watch you. It's weird. That's an insane stain. That's an insane stain for an outdoor patio. It's like a bonsai tree that became just a tree. Uh, and the old timey bench that cost like $100 at Canadian Tire. Okay, so this is the sun area that we saw earlier. This is a walk-in closet. I think this walk-in closet is a bit bigger than the university housing I had. This is big. This is very big. I don't like the vertical posts. Ooh, okay, another Sopranos house. I'm gonna keep calling houses with a pool out back a Sopranos house. I don't know why. Just that's where my brain goes every single time. Although this one looks a lot like the Sopranos house. Yeah, it even got like the lawn driveway, and Pussy Bob Pissarro is like at the end of it. This is like fake old. Also, blinders with like fake curtains feels weird to me. I just checked that the apartment I used to live in was not relet, so the city council must have gotten them. JKS indeed. JKS indeed. I am happy to hear that. Yeah, because I mean, it just sounded like a, and don't take this the wrong way, but it just sounded kind of like a shithole. And I'm happy that you're not living there because it did not sound livable. So I'm glad that the finally municipal government finally did something. Yay, yippee. Okay, what is this? It's too many different window styles. That's the first thing that jumps out at me. And also, I don't like this. You're not entering this. This isn't Wonderland. This is too big, too opulent. Also, it's not ADA accessible, but okay. Wow. It's like he bought everything at Harbor Freight. Is that two chandeliers? Is that your backup chandelier? What is that? What the hell is that? There's no accent color. They need an accent color and they should use it. But this room just. I imagine this is how Tiffany's is. But I've never been to Tiffany's. Oh my god, the triple chandelier. The triple, it's so white. It's, oh my god. Can you imagine eating here? If you get served a meal here and like the host said that they prepared it themselves, you don't want to attend that party. That will be the worst meal of your life. They're like, how come you didn't like it? I boiled the chicken just right. Can't sit on the chair, too many pillows. Yes, you are you literally can't. Who even uses a pillow on the chair? It's just They serve human meat here. This is the white glove society, huh? Also, TV too high, TV over a fireplace, TV too high, TV too small as well. A lot of TV related crimes. Every room has a chandelier, by the way. Let's count them. One, two. I bet above this this picture, there's another one. So I'm going to say two for sure, three maybe. Four, five. I think we already saw this one. Oh my god, Dolce and Gabbana, of course. Just tasteless. Six chandeliers. The bed is weird. It's like if somebody tried to model a bed, but they weren't very good with Blender. The floor mirror. They got the memo for the accent colors, but they forgot to make all the other colors look nice too. The fuck is this? What the fuck? What am I looking at? It looks like an AI image. Have you seen the TikTok of the lady who sleeps on the top of 8 foam mattress toppers? No, I have not. That sounds pretty funny. Her back must be fucked up. Oh my god. Okay, I just look at the. It's not even opulence. It just looks horrible. It looks like some kind of altar. It's a bathroom. You're supposed to take a bath in there, but you got to make sure you don't splash any water onto your fucking curtains that are like endowed with like what would you even call those? And what are these things? What is that? Just standing upright flowers staring at you. And what is all of this? What is Are they prepackaged like towel sets? What is going on? You have a second fireplace that you put a second TV over? Is the other TV in the background not enough? What is this, a sports bar? Do they all play the same thing at the same time? It just looks horrifying. This is like the showroom for the utterly deranged. This could not be an Airbnb. Looks like a place you would hold a wake. The gaudiest wake ever. Her bed was so tall, she used a step ladder to get onto it. I feel like after like 3 foam mattress toppers, you're gonna get diminishing returns, right? PowerPoints of pictures of grandma on the TV. Yeah, that'd be really good. Oh my god. Why are all the TVs angled up? Can somebody look? This one's angled up. This one's angled up. This one, I want to say it's flush, maybe slightly angled down. Yeah, it's flush. Who angles their TVs up? Less glare? uh Look, the one personal touch is a controller pillow. This is, I mean, yeah. This house built like nobody wants to live in it. And then modeled like nobody would want to die in it either. It's I didn't even talk about like the architecture of the house because everything took a backseat for the utter insanity. It's an insane house. That's the kid's bedroom. You know anybody who grew up here is not well adjusted. Like this kind of person probably sends like bricks of their blood to show affection. Like that's the kind of house this is. Yeah, it's so open plan downstairs because they couldn't afford any more freaking walls after they bought all the Dolce and Gabbana. I don't even know what statuettes. Oh, okay, okay. Let's go out on a crazy one, and I think we're. I think my faith in humanity has been. What a writer thing to say, right? Their dad cheats on their mom every day, and vice versa. This is like the house from GTA 5. Anyway, let's look at something really insane or something really normal. They have stables for their cars. One. I don't know why there's a one here. It's big. It's real big. Let's see the inside. I personally don't like tile too much. Tile with shag is weird. And this weird cutout here, I don't like. Hmm. Let's keep going. Not bad, but kind of a lifeless room right now. Oh, they got 6 avocados displaying their well. See, that angle doesn't look too bad. Oh, this is a different house. That's what the two meant. Very open layout. Could be okay, but nobody cooks in this kitchen. Okay, I don't want to keep looking at the same things. I just want like a dumpster of a house. I simply have no words. 3 pictures, but could be good. There's a name for this type of tiling. It's very like Turkic Islamic, but I don't know what it's called. And I have a bunch of stuff that has like tiling like that, but I have no idea what it's called. This is a very weird room. What are those? Is it like siding that they had extra of and decided to make a little pattern? Double oven again. People love double ovens. A little shower curtain for the washroom. Ooh, the shame curtain for when you're pooping. uh, was this the only solution they could come up with? It's gonna stink up the whole place. It's a real stinker. Is that a sunroof too? Oh my god. Hmm. Okay. The most oddly placed indoor balcony of all time. That is insanity. What is that? What is that for? What would you even put up there? We don't have that much space, so whenever I see wasted space in like other people's houses, none of my friends because nobody owns a house. But in photos like this, I'm like, why? What are they doing? What is that for? What are you gonna put over there? That's like where Caesar comes out and he gives you a thumbs up or a thumbs down to see if you live. Yeah, you can't do anything with. Why did they build that? Okay. What is going on here? What is going on here? What is that? Using a ladder to take a nap up there must go crazy. Honestly, yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know if it's like rated for you to be up there though. Utah, home of the double garage with a single garage attached to it. Oh, it's a corner property too. It's it's just a weird layout. Weird layout that I don't like. A little wine for mommy time. What what is that for? What is this area? Why would they put a guardrail if it wasn't? I don't know. I don't know what goes on in the mind of some of these people. But what is this? Is this like for doing your homework? There's an instant pot. Oh, they have a knife set. I think that looks like the handle of a some sort of air fryer. I can't really tell which though. They have a pantry. They have the oven, the double oven combo. Interesting. TV too high. Why why do people buy TV consoles to put the TV on and then they're like it's got to levitate. It'll look bad if it's on the fucking TV console. It's got to levitate above it. Nobody likes craning their necks up, okay? That's why the first aisle of the frickin' Cineplex sucks. You gotta be sitting up like this the whole time. Homework nook in the kitchen? It's kind of cute, but it looks bad. Oddly Japanese. Let's look at this one. Actually, you know what my first thought was? You ever seen pictures of the DMZ? This looks like the building at the DMZ. Oh, oh, no. This is what I would build in Minecraft. I just, it's too square. I know I said square, I like square rooms, but it's too big and nothing is going on in it. It's lifeless. It's like the atrium of like a hotel. I don't like it. Okay. This was a shit post. There's only four things in it. I mean, this looks fun. That looks fun. Couldn't even get out of the car to take the picture, huh? Or put the camera closer. Oh, what is this? Just look at the opulence. Look at the opulence. What is that? Um, oh, it's the house that faces backwards. Uh, the house with a face for a butt and a butt for a face. What is this? This is like a this is like a gas station parking lot where you could throw out your garbage. It's court gay. I wouldn't get it. I don't like this. I don't like this part at all. Oh, it's just the outside. So unneeded. Look at this one. This is like a This is like a math problem on like your final year exam to figure out the area of the roof. I like that one. This one? This one's insane. I don't like this at all. This blue accenting going all the way up to the top, I don't like it at all. It should go up to like, it should stop like here. Oops. That is an insane choice for bathtub. Normal people don't use these. Not bathtubs. People use bathtubs, but if your bathtub is like in the middle of the room, you are rich, or at least pretending to be. You're fronting. These I don't like these little overhangs. Don't they say the same thing about couches? If you have couches, you're fronting? Okay, decent. Although I wish they had backs. I wish they had backs. This is a staged photo, obviously. Or wait. 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 Why are there cabinets underneath the table? You gotta crawl underneath every time? That's wild. That's that's really funny. You have to get underneath the table anytime you're looking for cereal. Um, what is this guard gate thing? It's like to prevent additional access to the house? You have like private security stationed out here? I don't get it. $24 million. Wow. I would buy that house. You'd buy this one? I think we got different sensibilities. It's a weird one. I mean, the roof is fucked, but Australian McMansions, the bricked off window above the garage. That is actually really funny. Look at that. Look at that. That is pretty funny. Oh, okay. Oh, it's just a collection. Okay, but I want to see inside. It's the insides that I care about, not the outsides. Finish one. A McCat. Oh my god, that looks horrible. Modernist plus like a castle. It's a merging of two styles that should not be merged. Jesus Christ. Now this is a big ass house. Very big. Oh god. Is a fake castle a McMansion? I think even if it's not a McMansion, by the definition set forth, it should not be a place you live. Jesus Christ. It is pretty well done. Mostly. But it's insane to me to live in a place like this. Maybe I have no whimsy in my heart, you know? Maybe I don't have a song in my step, but okay, as I was saying, it looks well done. This bathroom is a nightmare. Got a guy in full armor. Oh boy, okay. This is where you host like you rent out this place for like Airbnbs for a weekend for like $2,000 a pop. And still, it probably won't. He won't be able to maintain like the grounds on that alone. Okay. Okay, one more, and then I will be heading out. 6,000 square feet of pillars. Oh yeah, there are a lot of pillars. Now that you mention it. I feel like if I had a huge ass property, I would make the background, not the background, the backyard go crazy. You know, like have a tree fort, have way more stuff than just this. Like just go wild, you know? Just for the kids. Even if you don't have kids, the neighborhood kids can come over. Might be a liability, but that's okay. What's there to say about this? It's like it's like living in Las Vegas and going to like the Bellagio, you know? It gives off that vibe where it's like it's trying to look expensive while being cheap. And I mean yeah, the quadruple pillared bathtub is a nice touch. Well, at least your TV is on the console. At least your TV is on the console. Appreciate that. Ooh, billiard room. That'd be nice. All right. I think we're gonna call it there for today. That was a fun stream. That was a fun stream. Judging other people. Pretty fun. What are we gonna do? Is anybody very cool? Oh damn, I just got back. Sorry about that. Sorry, the spine. But thank you for being here. Let's rate Chibli. Yeah, sure. The Chibler.
You're meant to be dead, bro, with your yellow pen.
All right, let's rate the Chibler. We will be back. Maybe we'll be back tomorrow. I don't know. Is Northern Lion taking tomorrow off? Maybe I can steal some of his audience if he is. If not, we'll be back on Sunday. He is off tomorrow? Maybe we'll be back. And Monday. Well, I don't want to edit my own videos right now, which is what I have to do when I'm not streaming, so maybe we'll just stream instead. We'll see, okay? I can't believe Younglands doesn't celebrate Good Friday. It's because I'm, well, I'm agnostic, actually. But check out the Discord. That's where I will post if I'll be live tomorrow or on Monday. But obviously, if I'm live, you know I'm live. I'm gonna say hello, Chibli. We're gonna say show us your peanuts. No, we're not gonna say that. We'll just say hello, Chibli. Thank you for the great stream though.